It's going to be a rocks and rolls Saturday night, the Tim Hortons Brier here in London. It's going to be a wild night as two Alberta teams clash in Draw 3. 4 is the charm for Brendan Bottcher. Full of Brier champions, Brendan Bottcher believes his team's experience will pay dividends. On the opposite side, Carson Sturmay is making his first appearance on the national stage. These rookies are looking to upset the veterans here in the fourth city. Both are coming off wins last night. Both want to remain perfect in London. It's a battle of wild cards as the Brier continues. And all of it happening here at Budweiser Gardens in London. Well, this afternoon, history was made here at the Tim Hortons Brier. Teams from Pool A, and 6 years in, and Nunavut had yet to win. 38 games without a win. Until Jake Higgs from Strathroy, Ontario, the import, skipping this team from Iqaluit, makes that double. You bet it was a nice shot. It was a great shot. And they make history by winning their very first game over Newfoundland and Labrador. So congratulations to Team Nunavut as they win. At Dunstone, seeded number 1, Manitoba looked very sharp against Saskatchewan. Kevin Cooey didn't look so sharp, but had enough to get by Nova Scotia. And Northern Ontario wins over Reed Carruthers in wildcard number 2. So the only team that did not play this afternoon, Pool A, was Jamie Cooey. Tonight we'll focus on Pool B. And on this Saturday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back. Kathy's here, Russ is here, and this all wild card battle coming up from the Tim Hortons Brier. And when you talk about Carson Sturmay, my goodness, have they played a lot. Some 12 to 13 different events. And they are a true 5-man curling band.
And we don't see that a lot in men's play. We have in women's over the last couple years, and that is all because of their third. J.D. Lind, who we have talked to, Vic, for many years, is part of the Japanese team, coaches Satsuki Fujisawa, and that meant that when she was playing, he was with them. That's why they have the 5-man team. In my opinion, he's the key. He has the least reps on this team.
When you talk about Bottcher, well, what did he put together? Some people said it's the super team, and people expect great things from him immediately, but their focus really isn't this year. It's 4 years from now and the trials.
Yeah, and I think they're right on schedule with that. It did start slow, but, you know, I said at the points bet, they're the best team on paper. Then you realize it's 4 different pieces of paper that they're trying to put together and trying to make a small book, and it took a while. Greatly so, but since then they've worked so hard, even changing releases a little bit. You got a lefty on the team trying to make it look like the skipper, and they're right on schedule.
So that's when we come back. It's a battle of the wild cards as we continue with the Brier from here in London.
Since I was a little kid, it's been a dream of mine to go to the Brier. It's a fantastic field. Obviously, there's super well-known names in the sport, but we definitely earned our spot here, and I'm looking forward to competing against the sport's best.
I feel like we've been having just a great year, bringing in 4 guys from 4 different teams. There was a little bit of learning that went on, I think, at the start of the fall, and I really felt like this last few months we've really come together, and I'm really looking forward to the week here.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties.
All these games from Pool B, the only team not on the ice from the Victoria Curling Club, British Columbia, skipped by Jacques Gauthier, which means Kathy will be watching all the other games tonight, Kathy.
Well, I will indeed, and some good ones. For Felix Asselin, got walked off the ice in 8 ends yesterday. They will want to rebound against Thomas Stoffen and the Yukon team. Mike McEwen had a win. So did Gushu last night. Both of them coming off a win, but Mike not really tested. And for the Atlantic battle, that is Tyler Jones and Tyler Smith, rather, from PEI going head to head. Both of those teams have played each other a lot, but they're going to have to both elevate their games this week.
And our game is on sheet D, right close to the stand, so it may have some effect on the ice. Let's meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The wild card number 3, they hail from the St. Albert Curling Club, that's northwest of Edmonton, skipped by 26-year-old Karsten Sturmay, and backed up by Glenn Van Ants, Kyle Deering, and J.D. Lind. Wild card number 1 from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Brendan Bottcher, the skip with Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and Mark Kennedy. So Kathy mentioned both of them coming off wins yesterday. And Bottcher, by virtue of about 27 centimeters or so, has won the draw to the button. And so Bottcher will have the last draw. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones. You see that Sturmay is out and has the brush down. And to get us underway on this Saturday night in London, the Tim Hortons Brier, this is Glenn Van Ants.
That hammer could make a difference here. We had that little bit of frost creep in the last 3 or 4 ends of the afternoon game. There's no reason why it won't happen again tonight. So if you're ahead and you're hitting, the team that's behind is playing those finesse shots. It's really key to be ahead.
Rusty, I talked to Greg Owasco, and he said that even though there's more humidity outside with the snow yesterday than inside the building, the dew point is lower, so they were able to vent the building, bring in a lot of that colder air between draws. He said that there definitely was frost to the naked eye, but the pebbles still stayed above it. But it is going to be a challenge. They've sealed the building now. They've got the air conditioning on, and that should hold the ice tonight.
Got to curl a bit. Got to curl. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Okay, good sweep.
Very good, Ben.
Not quite around. Let's take a look at keys to the game. We will start now with Karsten Sturmay.
Wait for your third until your third, because the way the front end for Team Bottcher played yesterday was just outstanding. So don't get tricked into that freeze contest against Hebert and Gallant, and rise to the occasion. The only way you're going to beat that great team is for Karsten himself to make a ton of shots.
Hard!
Hard, JD.
Right up! Hard!
Really gotta go.
Hard! Whoa!
Boy, they did sneak it by, and actually got a roll underneath.
Good sweeping.
Really good brush by J.D. Lind. Now the keys for Brendan Bottcher.
Well, marvelous Mark. We talk about him all the time, but it's only been one game, not a lot of data to work with, but 83% pretty pedestrian for Mark Kennedy. Watch for some brilliance tonight, and front end magic. I touched on it. 97 for Gallant, game 1. Hebert 100.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
Room.
Fighting? No.
Got to curl big.
We're there. I know, I'm just worried about the line.
How did they get to the inside? That's unbelievable.
Hard, Mark.
So now trying to come around that stone top edge of the
Even right beside it.
8 and right beside. You're right.
What do you think there, Botch?
15.
Same shot, Kyle. Should run better this time. That's same as Glenn. We have a little more space, so.
You guys like that broom?
I do. Yeah.
Kind of caught in no man's land. On the corner freeze would have been perfect. Around it would have been perfect. It's kind of a sit duck here now.
It's good. Whoa. Little up.
Easy.
Off. JD. Bart. Hard, JD. Good, Bart.
Another graduate of the Dunstone School of Curling, Kyle Deering.
It's the hair big, eh? Hair big, yeah. That's how you throw it, right?
Won that 16 championship with Matt Dunstone.
Yeah, it's good. Good sweeping, guys. Good throw, buddy.
A third.
Safer way to make the peel. You run it back and you stick it. You've left everything down the center. This way they're going to peel the center guard, try to get a piece of that corner one on the way by.
Of course, all that success with Brad Gushu.
Shot, Brad. Hey, Brad, good throw.
Bad break.
Good sweep, Mark. Too good.
Opens up everything.
Good spot. Good toss.
Actually swept it too much to hit it thin enough to jam it. Curls the hair more, they make it.
Shot, Brad.
Hey, Brad, good throw.
That's light.
Early.
Add it a little.
Early.
Add it a little.
Early. Light. Early. Halfway.
Line's good. Yep. Hard,
It's
guys.
a
Yep.
debut for all players on this team at
Hard
the
line.
Brier.
Oh.
High half.
It's really curling. It's really curling.
Okay, that's good, Kyle.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Good manage.
Mine would have been.
Okay.
Still a little bit snagged.
Yeah.
This great late finish
Like that?
with these stones.
Yeah.
The depth of
Good
those
hat.
guards are so crucial. That should not be a problem.
I think a 12 seconds is probably good.
Yeah,
for
good
that.
side.
What I had in mind too.
Manage it for me. Might be a little light then.
Easy hack. Not heavy.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Easy hack. Clean. Whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Hack. Whoa.
A little bit, Mark.
Curl.
Mark.
Clean. Clean.
Hard
Yep.
bend.
Yep.
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 Little roll. Very good. Right out. Very good. Boy, Brad. Great shot.
And again,
at
just
that.
enough to push it through.
It's incredible, Vic. That's makes those shots so much easier if you're capable of throwing that light speed like that. That hardly went through the rings.
Yeah, well swept, guys. Sorry about the weight call. You're 12. It's right on the nose. But it only just
And it was just back.
got it through. Well, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
A little extra. It's good.
Board.
Clean.
Shots board.
Whoa.
Board.
Clean.
Curl. Curl.
Weight's
Hard
real good.
curl.
Board.
Curl. Hard curl.
Gotta dig, Kyle.
Gotta go, Kyle.
Dig, dig, dig,
Hard.
dig, dig.
Hard.
On the yellow.
I got it. You're good. Nice shot.
Settle.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Very good.
Shot, TD.
Normal.
Bonus to hang it on the corner.
Normal.
Guys,
Probably not going to do much out here, eh, Mark?
Thinking 9 1/4. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Normal weight, Mark.
Normal weight.
Weight's good.
Clean. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Curl
Curl.
then.
Clean. 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 Clean.
Good. Well, that was a good toss.
So nice to hang it on the edge.
You threw 12 on the nose
10-5.
and barely hit it through the house.
Yeah, that stops Sturmay from doing anything aggressive. They have to go after that without
Sorry, a
hammer.
bit of a guess. Out in the 12-foot.
That Olympic win coming, of course, in Vancouver in 2010 with Kevin Martin.
That's what a
Weight's
team that
good.
was too.
Whoa.
So
Weight's
J.D.
good.
Lynn,
Up.
all those
Quiet.
years, Kathy, we
Quiet.
talked about
No.
watching him coach the
Kyle,
Japanese
Kyle.
women's
Kyle.
program, and now, as you say,
Great
just
shot.
Great shot, JD.
Real good, JD.
working with the
Attaboy.
Fujisawa team.
And he did say that he will go over to
weight.
Sweden as soon as this event is over to support her.
Very nice.
And so he has been pulled apart, you know, and trying to be with his men's team. But in Grand Prairie, I know at the Tier 2 Slam, when he wanted to play with his team, Satsuki was playing there too. And so his allegiance, his commitment was first to her.
Clean.
Same weight.
Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Curl. Curl.
Curl. Curl. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good shot. That's good.
Sorry, guys.
Close.
Same weight, probably, eh?
Again, this.
That's a good toss.
I think right on the nose is best.
What's the thought process here,
10-5.
Russ?
10-5?
And you've got Bottcher with the last rock, the hammer.
Yeah, easy, Kyle. 10.5.
Are you just waiting? You know you may be forced to a single. Is it all up now to Sturmay to keep it on
Be a bit of
the
a guess, eh?
keep it on the edge, avoid a roll, so there is no double? Is
Yeah, that's exactly the Team Bottcher have been trying to roll over and set up a double. They haven't been able to do it. So if this is hit dead on, I think Bottcher's going to change gears. He's not going to try a double and roll it with his last one. So it looks like he's going to get forced. Why not get forced to 2? I think
hard.
you'll see him try a come around or a freeze.
Little hard. Kyle. Hard curl.
Gotta dig, Kyle.
Hard curl.
We gotta dig, Kyle.
Hard curl. Go, go, go. Go, go, go,
Gotta dig to not jam. Gotta dig to not jam.
Yow.
Look out. And now, have you just set up Bottcher for a couple?
Yeah, a little bit.
They're saying that was heavy, but
Just big?
Yeah, 9/8, yeah.
yeah, okay, a little more than they wanted.
That's straight there.
Mark couldn't get his to curl there either, and keep in mind Kennedy's left-handed, so if he should get more curl than Sturmay. Fooled him.
Is this the better turn?
Sure. I gave Benny out here on his first one, and then we cut it down. He was a little wide of me, but close.
Okay, sounds good. Bite the 4.
Yeah. Bite the 4?
Yeah, I love this turn.
Okay. How did you feel like you threw yours?
Wow.
You liked them?
3 set.
Yeah.
I'm talking speed.
We thought.
Just like, did it feel you got all the way out to it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I thought, well, yeah, I did.
Bosch, we did think the second one Benny was throwing might be a little straight based on mine in practice. So
Okay.
Bottch, we're playing this
Same speed?
bite the 4.
yeah, same speed as draw button.
Yeah.
Bite the 4.
Okay.
Yep.
All those things, Kathy. Right? Just that communication.
Yeah.
And learning what the skipper wants. To talk enough, not talk too much.
Okay, line's good.
And everybody's different. What one player needs is not necessarily what someone else does. And you have to have those conversations to know how to bring out the best in everyone around you.
Give it a chance here, Benny.
Not talk too much, Kathy. It's,
But it brings out the best in
sorry,
me.
sorry, my emphasis was incorrect there. Sorry.
Yep. Okay.
Great weight. I don't want to get deep. I had to tuck it so he doesn't have the nose double though.
Yeah.
Oh! Is it a sliverberry?
Just a pin.
I think the double's still there.
Yeah, it did. I didn't feel like I was.
Shit. You skinny idiots.
What kind of weight you see in like 8?
I see that with 9.5.
Yeah, I like 9.5. Hey, Carson.
9.5.
Yeah,
Right on the
9.5, right on the nose. You got it, buddy.
Boy, you could
9.5. Okay.
hand that gift right back here.
I think so. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right at the stick.
And he's like, he threw them just a little straight, and he probably didn't
They ran
based on that
they ran
one.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, if I get him to carve a little more, this isn't there, but it does have to flirt.
Oh yeah.
It has to flirt.
Great weight. If he's throwing much weight, he's got to get pretty close.
Is the tolerance a little bit on the light side here when it comes to weight choice?
More on the wide side. You cannot wreck and give up 3.
Light! Yep! Light! 10-5!
Finance.
Yep! Hard!
Still. Now Deering 2.
Hard line!
Watch it. Oh, and
Sorry.
they couldn't get rid of both, so it's there.
Good throw.
Possible deuce now for Bottcher.
Jam both his shots. That was well
Could
thrown.
go the same path. This might be a
It is
harder shot, but
It's okay.
Not
straightforward.
yeah.
Well, that's a guess, right?
I agree.
But we need a broom more than we had.
Yeah, so I had you right here for that one.
I like the toss. You like this? Or do you want edge?
No, I don't want edge.
Okay. A
No,
little
I
more
don't
than
think
that.
it's going to swoop. I like that.
Okay.
You've got more room on the intern side, but you heard Bottcher say it's a guess, and that's really important.
A little bit harder this way, but we kind of know it.
Yeah. I think so, Botch.
That's the reason.
Same weight.
That other side
Well,
for a lot. So
I mean, but sorry to interrupt you, but he said, first glance, wouldn't you play a hit there? You could, all granted, you can't bank in on the nose, but you could tap it by. And he even admits this is a little harder, but do we know this better?
That's the key. They know it better. And it's not just Brendan Bottcher that knows it better. It's the rest of the team. Kennedy realizes it doesn't snap here, so he doesn't have to be too aggressive on the brush. And the guys that are judging it, they need to know the speed. And this is the only spot they've seen.
95% on his draws last night in game 1.
Line's good. Easy.
We're good. I think.
Ben's rock T-line. Ben's rock T-line. No, never. Never.
He's got a hook.
Botch. Great shot.
Way to go,
pal.
Botch.
Great shot.
Look at that little late finish for 2.
Nice, Brett. Yeah, really good. Good beauty.
Good job. All there. Yeah.
Saturday night here in London, Ontario, our second day coverage, Tim Hortons Brier. And our attention is on the teams from Pool B. Only British Columbia coming off a loss last night to Team Canada. Brad Gushue, they're idle. 4 sheets in play in front of a great crowd again at Budweiser Gardens. Battle of the wild cards. Wild card number 1, Brendan Bottcher with a couple, means that Carson Sturmay from the St. Albert Curling Club, northwest of Edmonton, does have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones here in 2.
What do we do? You like the long guard on ours? Well, I don't mind it. I don't know, Botch. There we go. Oh boy.
Not where they wanted that come around.
Yeah, me neither. I think he wants to see a read on this guy, so let's give it to him. Halfway.
Speed should be good here.
You're in the tighter line. Just a slight to keep a broom down.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, these guys are thinking of everything.
Well, and they're also talking to Greg Owasco. Greg said when he was watching the other sheet, some of the players had come up to him and said, what do we expect? He said, just keep your broom down and it'll be fine.
Okay, we're high.
Go ahead.
Curl. Got a curl.
Go ahead.
Got a curl.
Just sweep, Benny.
Hard bend.
Come on, you're pretty good. Come
Weight's
on.
good. Weight's
You're pretty good. Keep going, Ben. Don't
Keep
stop.
going. Keep going.
Don't stop.
All the way over there.
Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Keep
All the
going,
way.
keep going.
Great sweep, buddy.
Very good.
Job, Retzky. Beauty.
Well, last night it was Team Canada winning there first. So did Ontario, and it is Gushue, the defending champion, that does have last rock, and some frustrated looks right there on Mike McEwen's face.
Well, Mike tried to play a double on his first, only got 1, so Brad went around. They were going to play the draw, but from the hack, Mike McEwen went back down, changed it to the thin double, and went by the outside of everything, and so this is a draw for 3. Looking for paint.
Get in, boys.
And last night he was 0 for 3 on his conversions, scoring at least 2 with last rock. So that's bodes well as he picks up 3.
Hit just about every rock down the center and accomplished nothing on that last run back.
Top 12.
Line's good.
Go ahead.
A little tight.
Top 8.
Hard line.
I got top 12.
Hard line.
Tight. Hard bend.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Hard bend.
Hard.
Just tight,
It's
guys.
a big scrub if they could sneak this. And no, they can't.
Yep.
But now putting it in position to maybe use it a little later.
Just light, any more weight and it gets by.
Yeah, quite a bit.
100%.
I'll just give you less on your first one.
Yeah. I wasn't sure until I saw my second one.
I don't know if I ever don't split center with that ice.
Whoa! Whoa!
Watch the side one. Watch the side one.
Ah, close.
Okay, pick up.
Let's continue with our updates now. New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, both teams losing their openers yesterday. And the hammer belongs to PEI and Tyler Smith.
Well, Jeremy Malay on the left actually throws the final stone, and after Tyler came short on a draw against 2 on his first, he threw it in the top 12. This is a double attempt to cut down the damage. He's facing 3.
Oh, boy.
And stuffs back there. That rolls away, and that one on the left will be your point as New Brunswick and Scott Jones out of Curl Moncton will steal one to start.
Line's good.
It's okay. It's starting to work.
Okay, it's got to die a little.
Got to stop for everything.
And they are being stolen to death so far. PEI 4 stolen points
16-3.
yesterday.
Just got to die in here. Very
Good, Mark. Good boy.
That'll play.
Good job, buddy. Sorry, guys.
And they played Bottcher.
Good. You got one more.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Turn her out.
A little bit deeper than they wanted.
You got her.
You got it, JD.
Whoa! Curl! Curl! Curl!
Very close.
Can't buy
2
one.
rocks higher than that, Mark.
Okay.
Same line.
A little less kick here, boys. I didn't have a lot of room to.
I love that.
Okay. Halfway, Marcus.
Just 2 lefties in the field. Tyler Tardy throws the third stones for
Line's
Alberta's Kevin Cooey, and of course Mark
good.
Kennedy.
Line's good.
Broom a little higher.
It always
now.
bends.
Line's good.
It always bends.
Line's good.
Line's good. Over and
Line's
off
good.
now. Over and off.
Oh, just past your broom.
Over and off.
Close.
Very good, Mark. Very good.
Great job, Mark.
Good job, Mark.
Good
There you
throw,
go,
bud.
Thanks.
Hey, same thing.
I think we probably got a draw now.
Us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see what he moves around here.
If you run the red in, can you spin the red into the house?
It's close.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Just give me like
Like, the problem is if the red doesn't stay,
9-5.
whip it around again.
Yeah, I know,
rock
and it's
and
really
just try
not
to
good.
spin the red.
We're gonna have that draw anyway. Like it's either that or we draw now, which
Great call here. You hit a quarter
I like it with
to
weight,
it.
though. Well,
What
wait.
kind of weights?
If you throw 9-5, the red stays in the house.
Yeah, I don't like it if it's with 9-5. I like
Okay,
either firm or play
8-5.
the run.
firm. 8.5.
You like that then?
We can't leave.
Yeah. Runner, I guess.
Change the call.
Out-turn?
Go with the long
What?
runner. You're running in the wrong color. I kind of like the other one, Vic. You hit it
Got it, bud.
on the less than half. You roll the red in. You open up the entire intern side.
Hard. Hard.
Hard, buddy.
Hard.
Jay Lind. Oh, and stuff.
Okay.
And where does that spill?
A little bit better.
It's over
better
in
than
the.
it was.
Yeah. There
job.
it
It is in the open on that intern
was. Good safety
side.
line.
Yeah, it's open. That's the key.
No, it's got it out of there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was saying like because that was
Yeah.
a decent shot. Like if you
Yeah.
spin the red in, he has to deal with it, right?
I was just worried with 9-5. You just like
No, that's
you know,
fair.
if you know it, leave it there. It's just
Yeah, no.
Like the
got
four.
an extra broom from
I
my
think
draw
the speed's
path
bad
just
here,
because it's
Brett.
been a little bit. And are you thinking a couple extra seats? Yeah.
He just so
No,
loops,
yeah,
right?
100%.
So
That's what we were just saying. Like it's like
it was either
if we play it heavy and the red just spins out, then it doesn't really do anything. So.
We're top 4.
Okay, I like that. Okay, Bottcher. If we've got great line, I'd almost like to get just across the center line.
Okay.
Hair light, guys.
Top 8.
I like
Line's
that.
good.
A little bit for
Little
line.
bit for line. Hard line.
Top 8, top 12. Just short. Short, Mark.
Whoa.
Whoa. Wait, just short of the rings.
Okay.
We'll line these two up here. Boy, did that ever overcurl. Light, obviously, but that really illustrates
Okay, Bottcher. Okay.
how bad you can look if you don't throw the right speed. That overcurled by 1.5 feet.
Yeah, like I thought it was close.
Yeah, just didn't think you had the
So-
release you needed.
Yeah. I think though compared to the draw, I needed a different release.
We're getting mid 15s for a guard, so I'd say
Well, Quebec coming off a poor performance last night against Ontario. I think they gave up a steal of 4, steal of 5, up 1-0 on the team from Whitehorse, and Thomas Scoffin making his debut in this year's event.
Well, an opportunity for Thomas with a nose hit for 2. He had a hit and roll frozen into a bunch on his first one. He was second shot. Felix tried to corner freeze it, but was heavy, went back 12. And that is why this is an open hit for 2.
hard.
Yeah. Giveaways.
One yellow. Close, you know.
That's just putting it into the net.
Top 4. You got lots of room.
So settling for a single.
Top 8, we're light. We're light. Wide, yep. Light.
Sorry, buddy.
Tons of wide. Top 4.
Got it, Curl.
Tons of wide.
Have to wait.
Hard,
Curl.
Gotta go wait.
Straight, straight.
I got it.
Straight, 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 straight. Go, 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 go. Straight, straight, straight. Ah, okay.
Look at that curl.
Yeah, no luck of curl on that side. They were trying to get around, though, and he just popped it out a bit.
Top one.
They're really hung.
Yeah. Like, we get a little
too much. I think Brendan sort of sketches out there, but like it is the type of ice where if you're not back to it, it curls early. It's just has no chance. So.
So
Like,
Then
I think
always,
he threw it great.
Yeah, no.
I always raise this. So JD is referring to the way Brendan throws it. And yes, I know you're supposed to learn off your opposition. But by the same token, you could be hurt by watching your opposition.
Oh, no question about it. It's sometimes you play better against the better curlers because they throw it better. It's, yeah, you got to be careful. I think Bottcher was just light and it broke early. That fooled him.
All right, let's see if PEI can get back into it against New Brunswick.
Well, on Jerry Millet's final stone, he was trying to play the double. He got one and actually picked out his own stone in the house, so that gives free rein for Tyler Smith to hit the paint. I'm not sure here, Russ, if you think he's playing the split.
Yeah, it's there, isn't it?
It
Because
is.
Why not play the other turn when you...
You got the whole open
Yeah.
side, which makes me think that that's the call.
I think you're right.
Close. Close, Ed.
Tyler Smith
Close, Ed. Hurt.
in a third Brier went 1-7 a year ago from the Crapo Community Curling Club, and there's the split. Oh,
Did he?
he looks like he did. They might put a stick to it just to make sure.
2 for sure. 2 for short. Oh, yeah.
Great shot or great attempt. I think it's in.
Great effort.
It comes hard late. Quarter on.
Hey, buddy, right up the thick here. You got it.
You got it.
So facing two with his last. Already down 2-0. And Karsten Sturmay
Whoa! Whoa!
won that university gold medal in 18 with the
Whoa!
University of Alberta. Oh, and he'll get him both. Nicely done. To get the blank. Sturmay will hold the hammer. Going to 3. It's terrific to see a full building here. Lower bowl is full at Budweiser Gardens on this Saturday night. Next weekend, they're expecting the finals to be sold upper bowl as well, as the London Knights are forced out of their building for minimum 6 games. The next game will be here March the 17th against Kingston. So the blank by Karsten Sturmay from St. Albert. And they will hold the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones here in 3.
Hard curl! Going hard! Go! Keep going! Keep going!
Great shot. Attaboy.
12-ish again?
Just about completely covered, but there's so much curl to the corners here. With the right speed, they can get at this thing.
Heavy hat! Heavy!
No.
Whoa! Post the board!
Clean. Whoa. Bend.
Clean! Curl! Clean!
Curl.
Clean!
Yep. Little bump. Spin up. Great shot.
And a little bumper. Look at them. Just lined up.
Good call.
Thanks.
Got him moving a little there.
Yeah.
11-3.
He was positive there.
Attaboy.
Yeah, just as we talked about, there's lots of movement there. Hair heavy and made it perfect.
Good shot, Brad. That was moving.
That's firm, I think.
Wait good!
Whoa.
Wait good!
Yep. Yes.
Yep!
Hard.
Hard, Glenn!
Whoa. Up. Nose. Up.
That's all right. Good shot.
It's not bad.
No. Great way to throw that.
Oh, that curled.
We ever peel the corner, guys?
Good.
Just pick it out!
Okay.
Two choices. A lot of teams that peel the corner, drag the play in
Everyone here in the first.
to the rings earlier, allowing yourself to have a red double at some point. Pick this clean, you still sit 2.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa. Easy there. Yep.
Clean. Whoa! Clean!
Clean.
Whoa!
Clean.
Very good.
Good job, pal.
Yeah, same shot.
9-5.
Same weight for it, pal. Very nice.
A little firm, or it was good?
Good.
Yeah, it was good weight.
A little less weight.
Weight good.
Whoa! Yep.
Weight good.
Kyle Deering.
Yes!
Yep.
Hard! Hard!
Weight to it.
Hard!
Roll. Hit. That's
very
curling.
close.
Wow, sad curling hard. Sorry, Kyle.
Good. If you
Okay,
need
buddy.
to roll a half rock Benny's way, or that was good.
Easy.
So we left. They brought out the stick, and it was just biting the top
Yeah.
of the 12. So 3 for PEI over New Brunswick. Both looking for their first wins. Mark
Little heavy.
Kennedy.
Clean.
Little heavy.
Whoa. Clean.
Curl.
Curl. Curl. Hard bend.
You got to lean on this one, bud. You got to lean on it.
Hard.
Lean on it. Lean on it.
Hard.
Oh, did well. They're going to hang around here. They'll hang it on the edge.
The
Good.
advantage of having Ebert
The wings close 10.
and Gallant.
Close to normal.
He was pushing on that one.
I would have said 9.8. What did he say, Mark?
10.
10?
Yeah, I would have about 9.5, Mark. Does the trick.
He's already worked up a sweat.
I think we're close.
Doesn't take much.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Little heavy. Top 4.
J.D.
Line's
Lind.
good.
T.
Line's good.
T line. Max weight.
Well done.
It's got to curl.
T line.
It's at
Curl
least
if you
T.
can.
No, can't.
Gotta be in.
Can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Seal, welcome to the Brier inside out draws. That we just
13-3.
see a steady diet of that.
Okay.
Boy.
That was a 13.5.
Mark, throw a good one.
Yep.
Clean. Curl. 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 That's how you win a lot of All-Star second awards right there. Attaboy.
You got some fans?
Good streak.
Thanks. Very good.
I could just based off of that one, probably, eh? I think so. That's like a lot of ice, no? Yeah, it does. Whatever you're seeing, yeah.
What number, Brett?
Team Canada opened with 3, and now it's the last rock belonging to Ontario.
A little bit late.
Out of the Royal Canadian Curling Club in Toronto, skipped by Mike McEwen.
Well, Brad Duchesne faced 2 on his final. He hit and rolled. It is not completely under, but it is a portion. And so Mike trying to throw quiet weight to get to the nose, tap it back for 2.
Close. Go ahead, Joe.
Coming off that big win over Quebec last night. Curled in the 90s.
It's all right.
You gotta go, Joe.
13-5.
And so far tonight, albeit very early, curling in the 30s. Settling for just a single.
What's up, Brian?
Feel you think it's gonna curl just a little?
Yes, sir, honestly, so.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's what I mean. Like, it's, that's not bad. No. No, like that speed feels okay there.
Feel.
Especially that first one there. Like, no, like I threw a lot less on that one, and
Yeah.
still ran pretty nice. So
13-3 on your first, 13-5
I think
on
we're
your
just getting
second.
wide, sort of in that frost. It's,
Put her in half, Botch. Get her on the line here.
It's really early, but there's the word.
Yeah, yeah, that's the word. Interesting call here. He's going to throw a rocket on his own. Try to run it back. He'd love to keep something in play here.
Whoa! Curl! Curl!
Come on, Brett.
Curl! Curl! Good.
Bang.
Great sweep, Beauty. Shot, Botch. Call. Yeah.
And got them all 3 in.
Very nice.
Good, Botch. Good. Very good.
Great toss, Botch.
Thanks.
What a weapon when you've got that type of confidence with Pia Wade.
Really like that throw. A little bit of set on that bad boy.
I thought it was interesting, Kathy, in talking to Brendan Bottcher.
Not positive.
What kind of a team was he last year? What did he say? More defensive?
Defensive.
And now this year with this this foursome is what?
Balanced. He feels that they are balanced and did say that he feels that he has the opportunity to get the best out of his players. And he said you have to play with the guys that are in front of you, and it gives him the comfort to play a more balanced, go after them kind of game.
Yeah, it's, you know, listen, it's not unlike a chef, right? You got your ingredients and you make what your ingredients give you.
That's the weirdest analogy.
No, but like Kathy's lasagna.
but he's not going to try and change them. He looks at Gallant. He looks at Hebert. How can I use them to their best?
Yeah.
And then add a little sprinkle of Kennedy, and you come up with your meal for the evening.
It's funny, Vic. I watched the semifinal and the final in Alberta, and I thought he was still on the defensive side. He didn't try to put pressure on Cooey, and it cost him in the end. And he made the comment that he is going to be a little more aggressive here because of the talent, and that is exactly the recipe to win out here. You cannot beat a Gushu, a Cooey, any of these teams, Crothers, without applying some pressure, and he's got the horses to do it.
Up against the line, could curl
like
maybe
that.
a little.
Yeah,
You like
should
that?
come up a bit and trust. Yeah, I like that. Normal.
Better to roll out than
For sure.
nose it.
Line it and make him draw on this right now.
So it's been a strong start. I mean, they've played well. It was just a little bit slow, as he said, until we figured each other out. But certainly, and I think the key was in our little chat, when we put the team together, people expected us to be playing for this year. Yes, sure we are. But no, the goal is 4 years from now.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's what it's all about. You take a look at Hebert, Kennedy, for instance. They're not going to have too many more Olympic runs, so put this team together for that reason.
And I really liked what he said, Vic, when he was talking about doing things different. He said, we decided that we didn't want to do things that are the same, and this would be a year to try different things. And the probe got out that before the provincials, they decided to go really, really hard away from the provincials, and then as it got closer to the provincials to rest, he said he wasn't convinced that that was the best thing to do, but they're trying things.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
I think it's a better speed here than
Look at the events. He didn't even know when I asked him. He said, I think it's 12 or 13. But 13 events. They really went hard, this 5-man rotation.
That's the clever thing about the wild card positions, Vic, is if you want to have that backup plan, if you don't win your provincials, you've got to get one of the top 3 in the country. And to do that, you have to curl a ton.
Where is it? I agree. We're close. We're real close.
We'll be okay.
So it's draw against 3.
Okay, well, we're good.
To the lead he goes. So finally on the board. Karsten Sturmay. 2-1. Bottcher.
Hey guys, let me see.
Hey, just 4.
Yep.
It's gone, guys. It's gone.
Okay, right his hand.
So they're calling a claim it picked out of his hand.
Nice. 14-8.
Well, from nothing to getting 3. A bad break on a pick.
Probably saw it easy.
And they will sit right there. Finally, 4 is the charm for Brendan Bottcher. Yeah, in the silence of the bubble in Calgary after 3 silver medals finally breaking through in 21. Did Brendan Bottcher. But there is that team he had, of course, now completely blown up. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night. Once again, last rock belonging to Bottcher, wildcard 1, up 2-1, playing the Yellowstones. And that was the thing, is he said, usually, let's say Gushu, for example. He loses Gallant, so he brings Harnden in. That's one person that you have to make an adjustment for. But he brings in 3 other players. So it's a total reconstruct, Kathy, and just that much more work. And then you think about where they're living. 2 in the Calgary area, 2 in the Edmonton area. So they get together in Calgary, in Edmonton, in Red Deer, in Innisfil. they just got together wherever they could to work it all out.
Well, and 4 very different players coming with very different skill sets, and so you can't assume that one is better than another. So they had a lot of time hashing out, different approaches to the game and what would they do. And one of the things that Brendan said is that he has learned a lot with this team, all of the experience in front of him. And in particular, he was very effusive in his praise of Mark Kennedy, having the opportunity to have him on his team.
Great shot, Kyle. Very good.
It is quite the story, though, Vic, when you think of it. Benny coming from Cooey, Gallant coming from Gushu, Kennedy from Jacobs. It had to take a while to shuffle it around.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Shot.
Auto play.
Yellow, I think. Shot, Brett.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So you can see, first time out, yeah, okay, but then close. 9th, close. 20, close. And finally breaking through, as I say, in the bubble during that COVID season of 21. And last year, a bronze medal as Team Canada.
Easy. Pass half.
All you.
Light up the curl.
Little bit of room.
Pass half.
Little bit of room.
Curl. Hard, Glenn.
Yep. Hard, Glenn. Hard, Glenn. Get it to the line. Get it to the line, Glenn.
Hard.
Keep going. Keep
Hard,
going.
curl. Hard.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. Good sweeping, guys. It's good. Oh, boy. Keep sweeping.
Is that good for us? Or not?
I do think it is pretty good for us, but.
I like red into yellow, Botch. Or yellow into red.
Yellow into red's easier. Exactly. Yellow, yellow, red, or hit the yellow on the wide side on the out turn and kick that buried top red one out.
I don't love leaving all this. I was thinking
All right, Kathy, back to dropping in on Gushu against McEwen.
Well, Mike was able to split the house and bury behind a corner, and that is the stone you see on the right side buried, and that has forced Brad into a situation of having to take one and needs a bite of the 8-foot.
3/4 low.
Hard, boys. Hard, boys.
Control.
No,
Hard, boys.
Oh, peel.
3/4
Hard, boys.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. You need 8
Go,
foot.
boys.
Hard, boys. Hard, EJ. Hard, EJ. Hard, EJ. Go. Come on, EJ.
Don't light. So steal one, Ontario. It's interesting that
Sorry, guys.
Team Canada on this draw with
Whoa.
Bottcher,
Whoa.
which means they will, the two former,
Shooter, Benny. Shooter.
the teammates,
Okay.
Gallant will at one point in time in this draw face his former teammates in Gushu. But Bottcher's former front end are now playing with Cooey. They're on the other side of the draw.
Yeah, we might have to unlock him.
Yeah, whatever you
Run
see.
back worked well. They've staggered the two reds. So the yellow Bottcher stone's well protected at this moment.
Yeah.
Right on the nose. So I'll give you the same weight I threw last time.
Yep. Yeah, I think so.
Hard.
Right out of his hand, they pick up J.D. Lind.
Gotta go. You got it.
Hard.
Back four.
Gotta go.
Vanance left, Deering.
Gotta go.
Vanance right, Deering left.
Go. You got it. Hit that one. Split it. Hit it.
No.
Shot rock belonging to Bottcher. His undercover, under nut stagger sitting on the lid.
It's kind of ironic, Vic. JD himself said to the team, you can't be soft with the ice like this, and that's exactly what he accidentally did. Look where that curled to. That's crazy.
I'm seeing nose pretty much dead jamming.
Yeah. Yeah, it might maybe go over the top.
Okay, Kathy, we saw that really nice split for 3 for PEI, and more pressure being put on by the Islanders as they play New Brunswick.
Well, Tyler Smith looking very comfortable tonight, no question about it. On Jeremy's first, he tried a double. He made it and rolled his shooter into the forefoot, but it still left Smith lying 2. This is the in-off to try to move some of those yellows off the lid.
What are we doing?
Oh, and coming across, and not quite, so they'll steal 2 more. I'm wondering, you know, we talked about the liveliness of the stones. Maybe if it's getting a little soft, maybe there's quite not that liveliness in the house either.
Yeah, exactly. For Melly there, he used the turn that's not going to give him a lot of spring, coupled with a bit of frost.
Hard, Ben. Hard, Ben. Hard, Adam.
10-5. We don't want to roll, do we?
9-5.
10-5.
Trading singles, and Quebec gets 1 and 3. Quebec up on Yukon.
Wait, skid.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Curl. Hard curl.
Good shot. Attaboy.
Good. Yeah, I think it's good this time. Yeah, maybe hair
Kennedy
stiff.
tried really hard to make the triple.
Close for 9-5.
Stuffed it, so now the force is on.
I don't mind hitting and rolling behind the guard. I think so. Yeah.
Do you like board?
Board. Okay.
Okay, Mark. Throw a good one here, buddy.
11 and a half-ish.
Yep. 11-2.
Okay, sounds good.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Clean. Close. Whoa. Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Curl.
Go, Brett.
Whoa.
Nice.
And he's going to sneak it in behind.
So good.
Way to go, Marcus.
Very good throw, Mark. Good sweep,
job,
guys.
buddy.
Very attractive. Thanks. Sorry about the first one.
He's been saying sorry a lot. He's not
great
far off.
shot.
He tried a tough triple and got 2 of them. Says sorry. He's pretty high standards.
Whoa.
But he hasn't curled quite as well in a game and a half so far this week as he normally does. That's a beauty right there.
I think that's good for ice, eh?
Yeah, I think you're real close there.
Yeah, sure. High enough guard, but if he's based on Brett's, a little full on you.
He can overthrow this in a heartbeat, Vic. Anything firm here, and you sit in the hack, you see the frost, and you say to yourself, well, I can't baby this thing, and then it doesn't curl.
Clean. Heavy hack. Clean.
Skip Stones.
Clean.
Karsten
Yep.
Sturmay.
Yes. Hard. Yes. Hard. Got to dig, Kyle.
Got to dig, Kyle. Kyle Deering got to dig.
Right to it.
Oh, really nice. Great brush.
shot, Karsten.
Very nice brush.
Very good. Good line call.
Kyle Deering.
Skipper, very good.
Nice soft speed at that thing.
Good sweeping, Kyle.
Make the same thing.
Again, like you leave it and it just frosts over.
That's
That
what
happens
yeah.
book, right?
Like I kind of thought I needed to throw.
What's that? Yeah, it's just hooking the whole way in there. Yeah.
Kind of knew.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hack. Yeah.
Yep.
Hooked a long way.
He just threw 12. Yeah.
12 kind of is close to hack.
Just hack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like a Bottcher.
12 being a hog-to-hog time. We hear it all the time, and for the newer curlers out there, that's just a way more way of communicating and saying, so normal, so bored. What's bored? So it gives them a really good idea.
Clean.
Whoa.
Yep. Yes.
Whoa.
Clean. Heavy hard. Clean. Yep. Hard, Ben.
Still Hebert trying to keep it off that guard. Keep it off that guard. He can't.
Sorry.
Okay, it's coming back.
Oh.
Good for Glenn to hang with it.
Yeah, Christmas trees, I think the shot.
Yeah.
Kyle.
I think if you go
They
right
can draw.
here.
We play this.
A little more curl on both those than I expected. You
Because that stopped here, right?
like getting a little bit of frost in there already.
I think as long, yeah, you just need to get a little to the inside,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Kathy, you notice
Well, I
it
guess, yeah, if I'm like here.
across the other sheets as well?
Very similar. It is creeping in a little bit earlier than we saw.
Minimum half-second light, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't
Just
going to
minimum
kill
for
it.
out
but
here tonight,
yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Said to keep them on it, and we're close.
Yeah, all good.
And that is the key, just to keep your broom down. As soon as it gets up, it starts a path of its own mind, and you can't bring it back.
Full 8 is what we're looking for. Kind of like Christmas tree.
Hey, Carson. Yeah, sounds good. Played this
What do
a
you
few
think
times.
it's going to be like?
I think very similar to what we threw here in 2, like that low 14 to a tee. Yep. 14 quarter, 14 half.
I'm seeing that too. Real close.
Slight.
Yeah. Close!
You're light.
Tight top 12!
Hard
Watch
line.
line. Wait only.
Hard
Line
line.
good, line good. Tight top 12, it's good. Line good, straight.
Line's over
Light.
curling.
Gotta go. Tight guard, tight
Gotta
guard.
go. Okay, well, it's not there. It's not
Tight
there.
guard.
Whoa, whoa.
Off, 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 off,
Sit.
off. Okay.
Okay.
It's not terrible because
You're like nosing it with.
it's virtually the same shot that
The shot I played 2 ends ago, right?
Brendan just played and he wrecked, so that's going to be in his mind.
Really, yeah, very patchy. So.
You want a little bit more weight? Well, he's throwing more.
I'm shooting for probably good board again.
11?
Yeah.
2-1, Quebec leads Yukon. Kathy, final stone coming up for the skip from the Whitehorse Curling Club, Thomas Scoffin.
Well, Thomas threw in this exact same path on his first one. He did get around the guards, but it is second shot.
It's running. Whoa.
Needs to get to full 4 for the single.
Line's good. Clean it. Whoa. Clean it. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yes.
Weight's good. Yep. Clean.
There's your single.
Very nice.
Clean.
Thomas Scoffin.
Whoa. More. Curl.
Final stone.
Curl.
Brendan Bottcher.
Curl. Clean.
Great shot, Botch. Great shot. Good sweep, guys.
And you notice that the brushes were down all the way. Bottcher with a single. Up 3-1. Ben Hebert throwing the lead stones for wild card number 1. Brendan Bottcher out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary. Welcome back on this Saturday night to complete day 2 of our coverage. Tim Hortons Brier from London, Ontario. Opened in 2002. We've been here several times, of course, with Continental Cups, the Scotties, and of course, last time the Brier was here was 11 and Jeff Stoughton's win.
Kyle? Line's good.
Whoa, I think you're back.
It's a bit of speed in this still.
Hard, Kyle.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're good.
As
Boy.
Glenn Van Ants draws behind the corner.
Just past half, guys.
Do you remember him? You should, because this is you and Glenn when he met you at the Worlds in Edmonton.
Wow.
Back in 2007, and showing him your gold medal, of course, from 2006 in Pinerolo.
That's great.
Yeah, that was from his father sent that along. So we thank Daryl very much.
Line's good now.
Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Little. No.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Very good.
Brett.
Perfect,
Great
buddy.
boys.
Very nice,
Real nice.
Sliver low.
Very nice.
I like
like the intern.
Yeah, there you go. So he saw it on the screen overhead and still brings a smile to his face. There you go. Very nice.
Hard!
Kyle Deering.
Gotta go! Hard!
Really gotta go, JD. Hard. Yes! Really gotta go. Hard.
Watch the back one.
Sorry.
Yeah, right through everything.
That's just fine, Kyle.
Good sweep.
Yeah. It's really going off that line. Sorry.
Squat, Brett. Yep.
Just the hair soft there. It's curling just a pinch more than yesterday, too.
Yeah. Sorry. Another.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're running a guard back from that distance. A pinch more curl makes all the difference.
A little less, guys. Close,
Line's
Brett.
good.
I didn't love the throw.
Easy.
Same weight.
Easy.
Curl higher. Go ahead,
Curl.
Mark. Come on, buddy.
Curl.
Gotta get the center line.
Hard mark.
Hard mark. You gotta go on this.
Hard, hard,
Come on,
hard.
Mark. Come on.
Clean.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Good boy, Marcus. Good job.
Very good.
Squad, Brett. Gretzky, very nice. Nice weight. Yeah. All right. I could.
Carson
hear
Sturmay with
something. My
last rock.
Sounded a little funny. But it wasn't picking.
But right now, under cover, it is a Bottcher seeing the one. Deering.
Hard!
Oh. Yep.
Hard!
Oh.
Hard!
Go. Yep.
Hard!
Hard.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. Touches them all.
There he is.
Beautiful.
Attaboy, Kyle.
Now
Real
leaves
good,
that
bud.
center
Real good.
guard out in front. It's very long,
Oh, it's a little better. It's just the hair
but
soft.
he just cleaned up the middle.
With this 5-rock rule, no tick, there's just so many more opportunities to play these double and triple run backs. And you see these top teams just getting that little bit better every time you see them. Here comes another one. Kendy's got to make a red, which is difficult because you can stick it and not get in. Like, should be able to hold it out here.
Yep! Yes! Yes!
Come on, Bottcher.
Come on,
Attaboy,
Bottcher.
Marcus.
And
That'll
enough,
do.
and away it goes.
Way to go.
Good, Mark. Good shot. Shot. Not much curl in those, eh? Oh.
They're straight, boys.
Dead straight.
They're figuring it out.
It's like being in Red Deer.
That's good weight.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Little
curl,
big.
curl,
Little big.
curl, curl,
Hair hard.
curl. Hard curl. Hard curl, Kyle. Hard
Kyle.
curl. Hard.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Okay.
And they will to hold it
9-9.
Yeah. It's a little
right on
big.
the edge.
That's all it was.
That's still big, eh?
This big. 9-9.
What was it, 9-9?
Yeah.
What's that?
Easy, yeah.
9-9.
Okay, put a good throw with that ice. I think we're close. It's minimum, though. Yeah, I agree.
A little more with easy.
Yeah, I like that, Mark. Thinking like 10-2-5.
You're looking
guys.
for the roll into
I
the
don't think it's
corner?
gonna be slower,
Yes,
though.
exactly.
I agree. Get the weight right. 10-5 to 10.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be ballpark, boys. Yeah, you got it.
Clean.
Gonna kill there. Easy, easy, Brett, easy. Easy.
Clean. Whoa.
Curl.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa. Whoa. Get in there.
Watch this. Oh, boy, and they just couldn't get it over.
How do we do?
Good.
Pretty close,
Good,
though.
really good.
That's the side you want to leave exposed.
Just didn't want to baby that. Good call.
That's a pretty good
It's a little
spot,
heavy.
actually.
That is a good spot.
No,
No, it's good.
Not much. Well, yeah, not at all.
I almost like that better than Dead Berry.
Yeah.
If it's there.
I don't think
You think that's there, JD?
it's probably the runner then, no?
I don't know if I love the runner.
Team Canada Ontario, they blanked the fourth. And New Brunswick with a single in 4, but still down 5-2 to PEI.
It's either if you think you can get to nose, or it's like heavy draw.
I feel like the draw is similar.
You just kind of chunk
I like
into
the draw
it.
Then. Yeah, I like the draw. I don't
like
love
the
that.
draw, I
I don't love
guess.
that hit. The hit just looks real
just
tough.
kind of get it
It's
by
the draw or the run.
If we get it by the center.
Yeah. You gotta just play,
Speed's fine.
just play it close to the center.
Because Candy left that exposed on the wide side, it's nearly impossible for Team Sturmay to come around, hit it, throw it hard enough to get it through the entire set of rings and stay in the paint. So the best way is to draw. But they've got a center guard kind of in the way here.
Yep. It's good, top eight. Hard line. Hard line. Top
Deering.
eight. Hard line. You got it.
Trying to
Wait only. It's good. Wait only.
keep it out as they now get through that hole. Now trying to wrap it around that one. Can they? No. Boy, really caught twixt in between, aren't you? I mean, you're trying to scrub it to get by the high guard, and then there's no room left to get by the second one.
Yeah, that was a very small port.
Yeah, almost.
Curled.
Still a little bit higher in the middle of this sheet, all the sheets.
Yeah. You got 3/4 of this. I like board too. I think that's ice for board.
Yeah, that could be ice for easy.
Board.
I like that.
You threw board on yours too, Brett.
I did.
Yeah, and it curled. You got to where we needed to get it to.
Yeah, you had a nice positive release.
Yeah, I did. I would say that was a 2.5 to 3 release.
Yeah.
Good watch.
And roll right in the middle.
Yep.
Clean.
Board.
Clean.
Board.
Yes.
Little heavy.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yes. Whoa. Yep.
Curl, go.
Oh. Good try.
Sorry, guys. Good spot, Good shot, Bottch. Good throw.
So it's a battle of wild card teams, Russ, and you talked about all those games played by Sturmay. So these are the Canadian team ranking systems, and what you do is you look at the teams who are here by virtue of provincial wins. Dunstone, of course, and then Guju, Cooey. Carruthers gets a spot. He would be number 2, and then Sturmay is the 3rd wild card. He went to that final event just prior to the Brier, and it was in Tempe, Arizona.
Coyote Curling Club, yeah.
Right. So he beats Sluchinski in the final, picks up enough points to jump up and above Epping and Sluchinski. Look at the difference in points.
5 points.
5 points gets him a spot in the Tim Hortons Brier.
Or he's not here, yeah.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Up. Glenn. Hard Glenn.
Oh, gosh.
Kyle.
And they'll leave it right there.
Okay.
Very close.
Real close, bud.
Yeah.
Real close. Good try.
Very close.
Yeah,
Very close.
Hair more curl. That's tough.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Trying to throw easy again. I just want to take a look from down here. It might be normal.
Yeah, whatever you're seeing. I just got a 10 seconds on Karsten's.
Easy will work.
Yeah. Good watch.
You got it,
on
Bottch.
the line here.
Weight's good. Clean. Yep. Weight's good.
Yeah, so he hasn't been very easy on the newcomers, has he? 12-1. Only John Epping in 18 beat him.
Whoa.
Brett's way.
This way. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a double. My way.
So facing 2 with his last now, Karsten Sturmay.
Good sweep. Good shot. I like your weight.
Probably better than throwing the arc that nobody's throwing.
Hey, you just threw it if you like it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think it's like a easy waiter.
Yeah, like if you throw it down here, it shouldn't snap or anything. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of framed by those 2 red guards. So the draw's the other option, but nobody's
10-5.
super comfortable with it.
I think this is more predictable than throwing the draw that nobody's thrown.
We definitely know this path better, for sure.
Yeah.
You can overroll this.
Weight
and
was good last time?
Use the other
Yeah,
Bottcher stone to save yourself.
Real good.
Clean.
It's good.
Final stone and facing 2.
Control. Yep.
pretty much even draws and hits.
Heavy, clean.
Deering with a clean. Brushes down, boys. Brushes down.
Very good.
And very nice. For a single here at 5. Midway through on this Saturday night in the Battle of Wild Cards.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Two teams that came off opening night wins last evening. Carson Sturmay trailing by 1 as we check the numbers after 5.
It was Sturmay himself in that first and the jam. He actually jammed twice. He threw a second one too good and somehow jammed it, set up that 2 for Bottcher, and then forced Bottcher to a delicate comer on tap and a little bit of a frost area. Bottcher made no mistake. That's been the difference.
And really nothing to choose between the two skips. The numbers after 5 brought to you by PointsBet Canada, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. As they chat with their alternate coach, Paul Webster.
Tanner's such a talented player. He's got so much upside as a thrower. We just feel like with this lineup, our talents line up better, and we're using like the best of everybody's abilities in the right places.
It's been different. It's probably been challenging. Like I went from a team with some stronger personalities to this team, which is very quiet and laid back. So it'll be fun to see what we can do this week.
And that will be our feature game when we join you tomorrow. 3 draws beginning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Kevin Cooey against Tanner Horgan. Yeah, he's right. You know, the first time we saw them at the PointsBet, no one wanted to talk. It was very quiet. And, I know that he likes input, Kevin Cooey. He will take everything and digest it and spin it and then make a decision. But that first event, there wasn't much chatter. So that's tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Alberta against Northern Ontario. From here at the Budweiser Gardens in London. Although I have to admit, Kathy, when I watched that Alberta final, I thought they were a little bit more chatty. All of them right down the line from Martin to Thiessen and, of course, Tyler Tardy as well.
I would agree with you. I thought that from what we had seen before, I still think that a lot of times in watching the game earlier today, he didn't get a lot of input, and I thought they struggled through the order. They struggled a little bit today with line calling. And if you talk, you can talk those things through and you don't make those mistakes again. But it is a quiet foursome, there's no doubt.
Too much line. Yeah, we can go JD, if you can, JD.
Yep.
JD.
3-2. Wild card 1, Brendan Bottcher leads it over wild card 3, Karsten Sturmay. And it is Bottcher that has the hammer. They have the last rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
We always talk about mopping the ice after the 5th end break. Usually gets a shade quicker. That stopped.
You could hack this one out.
Came down in a hurry, as you heard the front end say for wild card 3. So to keep an eye on it.
Good with this. Give me good hack. Hack.
Heavy hack.
Yeah.
Heavy hack.
See how white it's getting in the 12-foots. This is tricky because the rocks aren't quite as lively now, so Ben's got to hit this fairly solid with quite a bit of weight.
Looks tight line to me.
Board.
Whoa. Whoa.
Heavy hack. Board.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Gallant.
Curl. Curl.
And
Right
does
out, Mark.
very well to hold it now. Can they
Very good,
lay it
Benny.
on the
Very
edge?
Good job, Benny.
And not coming back. But they've got one under cover. Maybe half a stone.
I thought you had it too.
You hit the rock with the intern. Like, that was pretty good.
Okay, guys, speed's running. It's okay. Yeah. Should be all there. Should be all there.
Heavy.
Should be all there.
T-line, back 4.
Close,
Go around.
yeah.
Go around.
It's wide enough. They might be able to get around everything here.
Back 8.
Wait only.
It's got to catch.
Whoa. Back 4.
Still room.
Still room.
Glenn.
Still room.
Hard,
Easy.
Glenn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard, Glenn. It's
Hard,
got
Glenn.
a chance. Keep going.
Hard, Glenn.
Hard.
Hard, Glenn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta be shot. Gotta be shot.
We are. Great shot, Kyle. Very good.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Good audible, boys.
Good audible, guys.
13-5.
Two teams looking for their first win on this Saturday night. New Brunswick against PEI.
Well, the shot stone belongs to Jeremy Mallet. That was his final stone. Tyler tried to draw on his first. That's the yellow stone of the 8-foot. He did outcount 1, but left New Brunswick lying the 2. And this is trying to get to the nose of the stone and tap it back. The stone that was just thrown by New Brunswick. There's an open in-turn draw, but he's elected to play the more difficult shot, and they are not even keeping up with it.
This could be really bad, actually. This could be 4.
Oh, dear.
Come on. Thank God. 3?
Yeah, 3 it is.
3.
Yeah, the intern looked easier, Kat.
It sure did.
Not that easy.
So after that very nice 3 with the split in the second, he gives up a 3 on a big mistake here.
Line's real good.
5-5 going to the break.
Easy. No, line's good. It can still curl a little bit.
Curl.
Yep. Hard, guys.
Hard curl.
Hard, Glenn. You gotta go all the way until it
Hard
stops.
curl.
Gotta go until it stops.
Hard.
Keep
Glenn.
going.
Hard.
Go.
Good shot. Attaboy.
Good.
Attaboy, Kyle.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Just through?
Yeah.
Trying to kill it, or?
No.
Okay.
No. Just got a
You
bump
got
in a foot.
Just through, guys.
Just through.
Just through.
Even with this stacked lineup here, Bottcher's extremely patient. He peeled there that last one. Now they didn't quite replace it as well, so this gives Glenn a chance to go back. Just backline weight. If you tick your own, you probably sit 2 or at least have 2 in the rings. And if you get by there, you're sitting 2 very.
Lots of weight.
Back line.
Clean.
Yep.
Hard. Yep.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Brett Gallant.
Hard. Back 4. Hard.
Back 8. Make the split.
Hard.
Keep going. Your butt.
Big roll.
Big roll. Go.
And a split.
Okay.
Not a plate.
Good. Whoa. Slow in there, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Real
That
slow.
came down.
That came down. I liked your toss, though. Jeez. Good weight.
Just came down for you.
Slow in there.
Yeah.
But professional error there.
Yeah, just a kiss.
Missed it the right way, sitting 2, no double. Exposed the back one if they need to hit it.
Quebec and the territories. Quebec gets 1 to lead it 3-2
Easy up.
after the as they go to the break.
Hard. Curl. Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Keep going.
Really close.
Okay.
Throw.
Okay. So cool. Board.
I threw my board weight hit and roll here, Benny.
Yeah.
Remember?
I like that broom. 11.5 mark.
Be aggressive on the roll here. Want to roll a foot and set up a yellow double.
All there.
Easy, just easy.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Heavy board.
Curl.
Clean.
Brett.
Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Big roll. Very good.
Spot. But real good, Mark.
Kennedy's locked in the last 3 ends.
Hey, same throw, buddy.
Kathy.
Yes, sir.
So we're watching the ice now, and you can't help but looking at it from home and going, I'm seeing the discoloration.
Same weight.
That doesn't necessarily mean that the frost has come up above the pebble,
No.
which is the key thing. But so as a skip, you have to keep reminding yourself, I guess, that the ice is fine. It may not look good, but the ice is fine. I still have to call my shots, correct?
You do, but I think that when this starts to happen, and given that it is only day 2, and it's a lot unknown. You have to really talk to each other because it's not what it looks like that matters. It's what the players are feeling underfoot, what the sweepers are feeling as they're brushing. Is it starting to get sticky? Those are the things that really make the difference. You keep putting the broom based on what you see in terms of throws coming at you and not what you see in terms of discoloration on the ice.
I think you're probably trying to throw board and it'll come down to Hack.
Yeah.
There's the comment. It's a little slower out here. And to add to what Kathy's saying, not every spot's uniformly slowing down.
Right.
That's the trick.
And he did say that this afternoon the pebbles stayed above the frost. That does not mean that it will tonight. And so teams need to be ready.
Weight's perfect.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Gonna be a little heavy.
Heavy.
Curl then.
Curl. Heavy. Clean.
Little heavy.
Curl. Curl. Clean. 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 Clean.
Good shot. Beauty.
That was a delicate shot out there.
Great throw, Mark. That's very nice.
Mark.
That's a good scrum.
Even just like kind of
Exactly.
Yep. 3/4 under.
Board weight.
3/4 under this side is probably better than.
Yeah, no, totally.
And we talked about the air movement, the air conditioning being on, and you can see just from the fluttering of the London Knights banners that Greg Owasco is trying to get some movement of the air, trying to cool the building off.
He did say they plan to vent all night tonight
11-5.
to be ready for a 3-game day tomorrow. The first time that we will have this many people in the building at 3 different times.
Brett's back line weight just got swallowed up in the middle there.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if he makes the roll, we might have that same out-turn tap chase, maybe.
Yeah. Either that or a little intern hack.
Clean.
Close.
Clean. Yeah.
Heavy.
So thinking ahead, if in fact he gets the roll in behind, that yellow is their top 8 to maybe be used.
Gotta go.
And then that'll just roll too far.
Good throw. Real good throw.
Oh, good throw.
Sorry.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's hair down.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I think it's just a hair.
Just a hair.
It's like 11-2, 11-3. Yeah, just kind of missed it. Just missed it.
A little bit of a softer rotation on that one.
No, I'm just trying to think. It's not an easy double. I'm trying to think of which shot's the easiest for you, to be honest.
Well, I think board weight, kind of chunk it just off nose.
I'm all over that. And
Make
this
him
is a
make
blank.
shot.
Yeah.
Could be a 3, right?
Right. Okay, board weight, half rock. Speed's pretty good
How
down
does
here,
he
Bosch.
see 3 here?
Board.
Well,
Brett, little roll here.
if you hit and roll over, you might see wild card 3 take on that double. They can see enough of it to get to this back one. If it double jams, it's a 3. I thought if they wanted 3, they might play the freeze here, Vic.
Easy. Every hit we've thrown this end, I've had a second heavy.
But Kennedy
I think that's
made the right comment. I'm just trying to find the shot you can make, kind of thing. Like, you have to play the conditions. Well thought out.
If we end up hitting a 3rd, we'll make the double.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Smart for another reason, too. I don't think wild card 3 will take on the double if this is open.
Just clean. Close, easy. Clean. 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 Easy. Yep. Yes.
Gallant now, late.
Hard, Brett. Hard. Whoa. Clean.
And over, and there you go. So
Good sweep, guys. Really good. You know what? Came down a bit.
to sit the 2, and they do have the last rock.
Great weight. Good.
Brendan Bottcher.
Just not hit with a lot of them when they get that.
No.
That's what I saw.
You see, can we even get it buried?
In order to be shot, I think you almost have to peek out on this side.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I don't think I can ever jam that.
Is this worth it?
I think it's that, JD. It's across the face.
Yeah, you don't think it bangs into here and comes out?
Oh, no, yeah, you're going across the top.
I know what you're saying, but I'm like, even if we get it.
Yeah, you have to go across
that way
the top.
you might get it, but.
What are you suggesting
think,
here?
yeah.
Just concede the deuce and move on?
They were talking about hitting the back one, then we're talking about rolling buried, but that's really dangerous because you could fracture on the guard. So now they're going to take on the double. Something like this, Vic, if they can get it, and the best way to do it is across the top, and that exposes that one out that way. That's why I thought Bottcher might have frozen in there, left the 2 reds, and then this would be way too dangerous. This is makeable.
Right up the stick here, buddy.
He's trying it across the top.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way to make it. It's almost a perfect stuff if he hits the thick side.
J.D. Lind with a little check over his left shoulder. Final stone, Karsten Sturmay. Looking at the angle double to get himself out of trouble. Here we go. Oh dear. And it got out there and just floated away. And the apologies now.
Sorry, JD.
That's all right.
Slid tight and then just fixed it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Understanding the spot, we harped on how straight it is in those areas. Once he slid tight, he had a decision to make. Does he filter it back a little bit, or does he oversteer it back? And he just pushed it back aggressively in that spot. It's not going to come back.
No, it may be silly.
Trying to throw a little bit more than draw.
But could you just realize where you are in your throw, knowing you can't, and you just fire it away? That you make that last-minute decision to not throw it, not even make the attempt.
Yeah, you could have in that case. You would have hit a lot of the first one and missed the double, and would have been a better result, Vic.
So you need full 8,
Good,
at least a bite of the white.
Line's good. Keep it moving.
Line's great.
Line's good.
Gallant, Hebert,
Nice
Good
scrub,
scrub.
fellas.
and taking advantage of the mistake by Karsten Sturmay. What a time to crack a 3.
Good sweep, guys. Shot on your first one.
Marginally worried.
Saturday night here in London, Ontario, and draw 3. So let's get you caught up now on all the games featuring teams from Pool B.
Well, for Felix Esselin in Quebec, they are bailing earlier, and that's kept them really tight in this game. Thomas Scoffin has been here so many times. He's just playing the percentages and staying patient. On Brad Gushu's team, Jeff Walker is perfect, and that sets up trouble for Team Ontario. Mike McEwen is having trouble sticking on hits, and that's why those numbers are so low. The difficulty for Jeremy Millay on the last shots has been the story, and we showed you the PEI Tyler Smith heavy on both of his in 5. That gave up a big 3. And finally, we talked about the key matchup at 3rd in this game. J.D. Lind, not the game that he had hoped for. Mark Kennedy at 88. And Bottcher, well, he's got some great horses in front of him, and he's using them.
Thank you, Kathy, as we continue on now on this Saturday night.
Line's good.
And a big 3, of course, to lead 6-2. Bottcher ahead of Sturmay, and Sturmay with Last Rock playing the Redstones here in 7.
Yeah, I think so.
They've played on tour twice this year. Sturmay against Bottcher, and Bottcher winning both.
Yeah, you take an air left probably if you want, but speed's put good here, I think. That's close.
Very unusual miss there to flash that double. As he commentated it well. He slid tight, didn't know what to do with it, backed it up in a straight spot. It's easy to do, but he's got kind of that pop release with kind of one finger on the actual handle. It's almost like he's playing crokinole. It wouldn't be hard to kick it offline at a high speed.
You want back 4, back 8?
Room, switch if you can, guys.
No, line's fine. Back 4, back 8. Hard,
Yeah,
just
let's
leave
go.
the distance.
Line's good,
Hard.
line's good.
Well, we saw the steal of 3 by New Brunswick in 5. And now final stone, Prince Edward Islands, Tyler Smith.
Well, trading opportunities, Vic. Jeremy Millay had a chance to hit to lie 2, ticked his own. Tyler hit to lie 3. Another opportunity to do just that. Just the 2.
Just the 2. Could you have played it softer, do you think?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Whoa.
So the 3 was there to take it right back, settles for a deuce.
Yeah, it could be a big point as that game unfolds. And I think it's a lack of confidence with some of the teams that don't play on this type of surface, and you just kind of want to take less ice and throw it hard, and that isn't how you're going to get 3 in that situation.
That's a hair more. Okay, same weight, guys.
Let's get around there.
Nice run back there to kill that wild card 3 buried rock.
Anything, eh?
Okay, line's real good.
All there right now.
Okay, wait only then.
The beautiful part when you make a run back like that for Team Bottcher. Now, if this is successful, you're running back your own color.
Hard line. Yep. Hard, Glenn.
Hard.
Oh, look at that hook.
Hard, buddy. Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going.
Why did that one die?
Wow. I was never worried for line.
No.
Mm-hmm. A natural
Holy
curl there.
I was never worried for weight, Kyle.
No, they came right off.
Just that's on the wide side of the line. It's still almost touching the line at the hog line. Look how far this comes over.
Hard, buddy. Keep going. Keep going.
If that gets by, it's probably into the 12 foot, which is a good 5.5 feet of curl hog line in.
Easy. Clean.
Good easy.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
Yeah.
Curl. 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 Big roll, big roll.
Yep, yep.
Okay, that's fine. That'll
Really
play.
good.
Good shot, Mark. That spot.
Stay right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's late enough with the score the way it is here. You could freeze in here.
Which one am I hitting first? Okay,
Just stay right there.
Yeah. Okay.
This isn't going to add a lot of difficulty to Mark Kennedy's next one.
Does the ice at the moment dictate this, or are they just this is their thought process?
Well, that could be a little bit, Vic. If you throw it in there for fourth rock and Bottcher changes gears, yes. But at some point, you need to apply some pressure here.
You're down by 4.
Forward.
Playing in 7.
Like this?
Yeah, I mean, you see that all the time. You need to junk it up, make it difficult to remove stones.
You just want to rip it?
What do you guys like? That or rip it, whatever.
I like the peel on this ice.
Seal it then.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Not quite the comp to throw the hack waiter and hit and stay.
Clean.
I don't have a ton of it, guys.
Clean. Clean.
Oh.
He wasn't kidding.
I took myself out. Good shot, Mark. Thanks.
14, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the speed's okay. It's just get the line right. Yeah. That's minimum to me.
Line's
Top,
3-2, Team Canada leading Ontario and Mike McEwen, Kathy.
Well, that roar that you may have just heard a couple of minutes ago was Mike McEwen's final stone. There was a very flat double, and he came out and shoved, and I mean shoved the stone and made the flat double. The local crowd very happy with that. This is the double back, trying to roll it out for the blank.
1, 2, and will not. So he'll be forced to take the single.
Tough for him to make it.
I can't throw it that hard to make that anymore. My days of throwing sub 6 seconds are long behind me.
Same as that other one I played. Kind of throw it at the middle, and if we get a little curl, we'll
Richard Hart, of course, is the coach. His son Joey is now throwing the lead stones for the team from the Royal Canadian in Toronto. And Richard Hart, that Olympic silver medal with Mike Harris in '98.
Whoa. Clean.
The 07
Yep.
Canadian World Championship.
Yep.
Great shot. Good sweep, guys. Good shot.
Boy, Bottcher's dialed in with those high, hard ones.
Maybe. A little unfortunate, but.
Oh,
bad luck, because I was trying to roll you in before for a bit.
Trying to roll it open. Now if you freeze to the corner, that yellow guard kind of hurts. But it still has to be really good here. Just to sit second, it's going to take a good effort.
You got to be like biting top 4 is perfect. Just nibbling top 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty close for ice, eh? It's a touch more than JD's.
That looks
Yeah, I
pretty
like
close
that.
to me. Yeah, I like the broom.
It's quick here, hey?
Yeah, speed's good. 14.5.
Wait
To
on
it.
Got room.
Okay, to it right now.
You got room right now.
Good.
A little heavy. Close to the line.
Still to it.
Okay.
We're real close.
Line's
real
good. Close to the line. Yes, line. Yep.
Gotta go.
Yes, line.
Gotta go.
Yes.
Hard, boys.
Hard, buddy.
Go, 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 go.
Go, Glenn.
Go, 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 go. Hard, guys.
Start going to curl here.
That's good.
Hard,
Go,
Glenn. Go,
go,
Glenn.
go.
I don't want to bring anything around for triple time, though.
Does he have?
Yeah, almost.
Just ground up a bit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
They thought I had better weight than that.
But I'm okay with that. It's a good force.
If we put one in the 8-foot,
If you ever
Full
got
12
here,
right in
though,
front of
Botch,
it.
it's the same triple.
yeah, I'm
Right?
with you. I'm good to guard the 8
Full 12 right in front
Guard
of
the
it.
3.
or
okay.
the 3. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it will need a little bit of extra ice.
What's your depth here?
Yeah, beside the other one.
Interesting play here. You could just guard shot
I'm
rock.
good with this shot.
They're worried about coming in tight and setting up some type of triple, but if you don't throw, how do they get to?
Yeah.
2/3.
So I think a tight guard right on shot rock would work also.
I think we'll always be able to finish it.
That looks like a load.
Looks perfect, Botch.
That's max.
Two-thirds. Two-thirds. A little bit of room here.
Waits there.
Line's
to the
good.
rings.
Even with that other. Okay.
Ready, Ben?
Line's great. Got a little bit of room.
Line's good.
A little bit of room.
Pretty
little
tight.
Bit, Benny.
Really tight,
A
guys.
little bit, Benny. A little bit. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Okay, good. Good. Good sweep, guys.
Very good. Good watch.
Sure, Botch.
Yeah.
Would you explain this play? Because it just seems to me you'd want to protect the shot rock, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can think of is they thought they could maybe come by as tight as they possibly could, run that red on the yellow, stick it on the corner, and make the double. But I don't think it was there.
Okay.
Let them play it. You're stealing two. I agree with you, Vic. I'd throw a really tight guard on the rock and the pin.
I mean, this is almost a concession of.
Yep.
There you go. We'll give you your one.
Now, of course, that's exactly what they wanted to do at the start of the end, so it's certainly not wrong.
Clean.
Lead skid.
Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hard.
Hard.
Van Ants.
Hard.
Deering.
Clean.
Right to it.
Clean.
And right to it. There you go. So that's the single.
One red.
One red it is. Still is Bottcher in control. It's a loud building. Budweiser Gardens on this Saturday night. Battle of the Wild Cards. And Brendan Bottcher and his team from the Glencoe Club in Calgary have a lead. Up 6-3, and they do have last rock as well. Playing the Yellowstones against Carson Sturmay from St. Albert.
Hebert screaming because this is where Gallant's 2 ends ago took off and crashed. Whoa.
Not this
Oh, that's
time.
good sweeping, guys.
We're higher. We're higher.
Right around the go.
Boys, really good. 15-3. Good.
Can't quite throw those rocks.
Not
the
good
same
shot.
color.
That rock girls. I don't know.
Nice.
I feel like I was snug on that one. Do you think I was snug?
No,
Going for back 4.
Yeah, back 4, back 8.
Okay.
Both teams have done what they wanted. Ben's got 2 above the tee line, not hooked, and 2 great center guards with some separation for wildcard
Wait
3.
there right now.
Okay, well then.
Back 8.
Yep.
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 Wait good.
Whoa.
Wait good. Wait good.
Yep. Whoa.
Wait good.
Yes.
Back 4.
Yep.
Back 4. Back 4.
Whoa.
Hard. You're playing the movement.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Hard,
Glenn.
It's good.
Hard, Glenn.
Very good, Kyle.
Nice shot.
Gosh, yes.
Nice, Kyle. Shot. Good sweeping, guys. Very good.
Brendan Bottcher will play the percentages
Weight was
all
good.
day, every day. So he's just going to, now he's not going to fool around with that one.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to make the double peel here. There is an angle.
Get it on the line, pal. He's the 3/4, eh?
It's been a struggle for Kyle Deering.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Ebert almost immediately. And then just across the corner.
Good sweep.
Good effort.
Yeah.
An incredible roster of athletes offer their insight and testimony into the role of black players in hockey.
Okay.
Black Ice, the acclaimed original documentary, is now streaming on Crave.
No, I like that.
Okay.
He gave you quite a bit more than your previous.
Yeah, like as long as we get by the guard.
So we're just freezing the top yellow now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Minimum, I think.
Wait,
Line's
good.
good.
Line.
Yep.
Hold it
Hard,
open.
hard line.
Light.
Hard.
Light's not good in this outturn side.
Hard, guys.
Hard, Glenn.
Gotta go.
Hard. You gotta go. Hard.
Hard, Glenn.
Hard.
Whoa. That's just so.
5-2 Quebec,
Sorry, guys.
looking to win their first and game one for Thomas Scoffin of Whitehorse.
Well, the Skipstones have been traded back and forth in an open area. It is now 3 that it is Quebec lies. Thomas actually called a draw at first and then stepped away and reconsidered and is elected to play the hit. He does need to roll a little bit to the inside in order to count.
Oh dear. And rolls away.
Hard. It is. Oh, watch this. Come on, baby. Go, 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 go. Hey. Oh, Big Daddy's going to like that one.
Put that on your highlight reels, eh?
Understanding the angles. They knew it was coming through and it was going to be close to coming straight back.
Very nice.
A little fortunate to get the red one only.
A little tap on the ball. Big guy.
Come on, baby. Go, 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 go.
Very impressive.
Go, go, go. Hey. Go, 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 go,
There you go.
Hey. Oh, Big Daddy's good shot.
It's really mad.
Time out.
Unless you're like perfect.
And he's sitting 2.
I kind of like that first call.
I kind of like the first call. I mean, I guess if you weld it there, he can't
Unless you
get
like
rid
that.
of it.
Okay.
Really, really difficult.
Early. Line's good.
Do it. T-line.
Close.
T-line right now.
Gotta go. Gotta
Yep.
go.
Hard line.
Gotta go line.
It's grinding.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it's
Hard
like-
line.
Gotta go.
Vinance
Hard
and
line.
Deering.
Go. Hard, guys. You got it. You got it.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
You got it. Hard.
Hard.
Good sweeping.
The over curl and underneath. They were playing to the face of Shot Rock, were they?
Yeah, they were. They talked about the top corner freeze. I think they changed it. They wanted to get to the back one. It's tough to be that precise.
Just a little high.
Shooting gallery here now for Kennedy,
Rocking the
straight
line, Mark.
back.
Whoa. No. Girl. Brett. Brett hard. Hard, Brett. Come on.
Want to get the line with his side of the rock here.
There we go. Run it back.
Sit,
And he
sit.
stuffed it at the back.
Okay, fine.
Good.
But still sitting 2 with Last Rock.
Just a hair high side. He didn't love that one. He wanted to sit the 4.
Go, Mark. Good.
Good shot.
It's hard to even.
Oh, it's so
Keep
hard
it
to
on
get
the
it in the.
sides.
I know, that's the thing.
Same weight or a little more?
A little more.
Yeah, hair more.
That was
taking
mid.
more ice, so probably need a hair more. Definitely more.
Line's
Yeah,
good.
fine. Back 4.
Close.
Line's fine.
Yep.
Smash
Yep.
fake.
Next.
Big bump, back 12.
Yeah.
Whoa, then.
Let it dig. Heavy. Let it
Off
dig.
then.
So in the good stuff. Real heavy.
Heavy.
Let it dig.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard. Just try not to line it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Close, buddy.
Good try. That's pretty. Sorry.
Good line.
It's curious to me
A little wider, thought it'd be heavier, but
that in the previous end,
it was not.
it was J.D. Lind who had that opportunity to just
I just thought it'd be heavier.
play down to a couple of stones or top 8.
Yep.
He elected to crotch it and get rid of 2 of them.
Yep.
They didn't do it then, but now here they are trying to just push stones back and keep them in play.
Yeah, you're right. And
Hey, weight's good. Clean.
you just can't seem to find a way to put any pressure on Kennedy here.
Hard.
You'd have to hold your breath for an awful long time to watch him miss one of these.
Gotta go. Good. Okay. That's pretty good. Good shot, Mark.
Now to bounce it back again, Vic. Couple feet, just slightly on the
shot.
inside.
Does
Everything is that.
Does last rock mean anything to that decision? They had the hammer. They could have done that with last rock in the 7th. They didn't. Now without last rock, they're trying it here. Does it matter?
Yeah, well, the score is the biggest problem factor here for wildcard 3. I thought last end they would have frozen in there and tried to get a force out of it type thing, which they ended up doing anyways. But now it's danger time. A single for Bottcher here, and you've got to score 4 points in the last 2 ends just to tie the game.
Throw it a little tight a nose.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's good for ice, eh?
Yeah.
What's speed like?
Speed's good.
Same as the corner I threw last
Well,
time?
this is
speed's
well,
gonna be good here.
just a flat out ask. Can you get 3 here?
Absolutely you can, but it
Okay.
is going to take the right weight by Mike Bradgoush, who tried to hit and roll on his first facing 3, and he stuck it in the open. Mike replaced it,
Yeah,
and that he did get a roll, but from the hack, Mike can probably see at least a third, and so just back line weight is what it looks like with that ice. Tap for 3 in the lead.
Yeah, quiet tap. He's only played a draw. So this is a quiet, little twixt in between kind of weight. Joey Hart now. Brent Lang, can you help this over? Ryan Fry calling line and push it out the side, and out the back it goes, and you can put 3 on the board, Ontario.
What a comeback. Down 3-0.
And they gave up 3 in the very first. Gushu opened the game with the hammer.
Okay, I love it.
Kind of
Really,
weird, Botch.
I'm just trying to take away the freeze.
Okay.
Normal.
Okay. We're a good one, Botch.
So trying to take away the freeze, I'm assuming hit and roll over.
Yes.
Just basically don't allow him to get down and take the end away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
really
this
good.
something in front of the T line.
Easy, clean. Whoa. Whoa, curl.
Because that's the
Curl
only
for
shot
nose.
Sturmay has to get out of this mess.
Curl for nose. Curl for nose. Curl for nose. Any roll. Okay.
And he'll still have it.
Shot, Botch.
The pin is available to him if he can lay it on the corner.
Pretty good, Botch. Yeah, not bad. We're gonna have something off that for sure. Oh yeah.
No, like if you.
I think your best bet is to just move this back a little bit and get that kind of go like that. That one go like that. That's your best chance. It's difficult, but the straight freeze is just so hard, especially tonight.
Yeah, I think we got to get dead nose, hair.
He's almost got to over curl it a little bit, and then I've got the feel
blast.
weight. Yeah.
Got blasts coming and going, I think.
Yeah.
Out curled at every position is
No, that's
Carson Sturmay's team. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Yeah, just freeze on dead nose.
Yep.
Is that too much ice?
It looks like max to me.
Yeah, I saw Kiss last
Careless.
night.
That looks good to me.
Hey, skipper.
It's going to be heavier on this side.
Yeah, we haven't thrown this. So honestly, Carson, pretty similar weight. It's going to be close. Coming in.
I think same throw.
Yeah.
Desperate here.
Yeah, and there's tremendous curl here. I think with dead weight not swept, it's going to over curl.
You're down by 3. They're sitting 4.
Line's good.
Final stone,
Line's
Karsten
good.
Sturmay.
Heavy.
Close.
Big room.
Yep.
Heavy. Yep. Big bump.
Lay it right on the face.
Line only. Yes, line. Line. Gotta go.
There it goes.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Deering.
Gotta go. Keep going,
Van
Kyle.
Ants.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Still going.
Keep going.
Okay, that's
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think they played enough ice, but that really shocked him. That curled crazy hard because he's only 2 feet light.
Mile more ice with that sitting over there.
It's just like the throw was close.
Welcome to the Brier. You know, that's what happens with a bit of frost, with a big crowd. And
Yep. 7/8 box, 3/4.
3/4.
Yep. Get it on the line here, bud.
Final stone.
Hard,
Punch it through.
Hard.
Maybe get 4. Hold the shooter, possibly 5.
Hard. Okay, that's good.
And through it goes, and away it goes. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 more.
Good luck, Katie. Good luck. Good game. Thanks.
Way to go.
Brendan Bottcher will pick up the win, make the final 10-3.
Like that.
They had the ice figured out, as difficult as it's getting. They knew what to do.
Good job, Coach. Thanks, bud.
Well, Brendan Bottcher and Team Wildcard signing autographs after a very convincing win. And this, of course, to put it away, a key shot brought to you by OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires as they roll to a 10-3 win. 2 straight wins out of the gate, while Sturmay and Wildcard 3 dropped to 1-1. Yeah, they just had it figured out, didn't they? The fact that they opened up with Last Rock, scored a couple. Sturmay just wasn't able to get anything going. And then Bottcher cracked a 3 in the 6th. Then, of course, the 4 in 8. And really, the entire team, Bottcher, out-curling Sturmay for the win. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. So we'll turn our attention now to the game on Sheet B, and that is Team Canada. And Brad Gouge out of the Remax Center, the St. John's Curling Club against Ontario. And out of the Royal Canadian Curling Club in Toronto, Mike McEwen makes the move from Manitoba. He's the import on this team. And we showed you the 3 they scored in 8. So they lead at 5-4. Kathy, Team Canada with Last Rock playing here in 9.
And it has been a bit of a roller coaster ride. Momentum now for sure, all for Ontario. If you take away the 3s on the board that are scored, what will leap out at you is the 1 steal, and that was the steal by Ontario in the second end when Brad Gouge came short on a draw. And it has been those little bit of inconsistencies that have Ontario leading this game.
Okay, let's go back to last night.
Nose is really close, just a hair high. One here. Here.
We talked about this Team Canada last evening prior to their opener, and the fact that they haven't played very much. That was their first competitive game in, what, 7 weeks?
Yes.
Are they showing that kind of rust again tonight?
Yeah, I do think so, because what you have are some really great players making a lot of good shots, but you also see these really good players missing ways that we did not see last year in their run, and it just comes from not competing in the last 7 weeks. That is a long time to practice and not actually play game situations.
Yeah, well said, Kath. And it's tricky enough tonight that that lack of sharpness is costing them.
Yes. I won't. I'll obviously.
They've been outscored 5-1 since the first end.
Well, and particularly up the middle with Brent Lang and Ryan Fry, you have such experienced players that they are not going to fold their tent, even though they're looking at a team that's got a maple leaf on their back. Because they have. At a different point.
Whoa. Whoa, Joe, no. Don't do that. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, Brent. Whoa, yep. Good.
I've been watching this game for a long time. I don't think anybody is more calm under pressure than Brent Lang. He just turned to Hart and said, no, don't do that. Just, that's fine. Leave it with me. And they just walked that right to the spot. A little bit of trouble here for Gushu.
Lots of time.
Brad?
I'm just debating, do we protect for the steal one?
What's that?
I'm just debating about protecting for the steal one at this point.
Yeah. Well, thing is, he's going to...
Well, I know, that's why I'm saying we could protect against it. You go right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that or try to run it, kind of stick it. Jam that one.
I don't hate that either. Yeah, I guess if you stick it right there, this one squeezes out. That one squeezes out with it. Yeah. Where it should be frozen right on top. That's probably the best result.
What's that?
Like just like absolutely plant it.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best result.
That moves a little bit. That moves a little bit.
Okay, skipper go.
That one's hard to say where it'll go. Could go this way a little bit. The key is trying somehow
you throw it, Mark?
to save the run back. Really tough shot. But it's the only way out of this. They might actually get a blank if they can stick this thing. Mark's made his share of these over the years. Wasn't far off on his last one.
Yep, yes!
Mark Nichols.
Whoa!
EJ Harnden, Walker, can you plant this? No. They just open up that center line now.
Good game.
And we have another final in Quebec after really being
One red. Good game. Good luck.
losing last night with a steal of 4, a 5, a 13-2 loss
Good luck.
to Ontario. Bounced back, Kathy, with an 8-2 win over Yukon.
Well, a very different team tonight. Felix opened things up early. He didn't leave a lot of rocks in play. And a wonderful game from Quebec third Martin Crête at 92%.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Good game.
That would be my fear. So if we, no. Like if we guard this, he's drawing here. He's giving us one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he won't want to let me pick it.
Exactly. Like I think. What do you think, Richie? Like I'm thinking if we guard, he's just drawing here and giving us one. Like if we, yeah. Like if we move this and this stays here and this 3 squirts at all and he can nose it.
Let's go over and check in on New Brunswick final Stone PEI, and this is Tyler Smith.
Well, Jeremy Olay came in too deep, set up the crotch double.
Oh, didn't get it. Didn't hit it right, so just the single. PEI 1 yellow it is to take an 8-6 lead.
Threw it hard enough, but didn't get the curl.
That was
like
there.
I'm not then he can nose it.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
It is kind of really precise. If you're just off.
My gut's telling me we guard. Yeah.
10 seconds.
My gut's saying guard.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the freeze ending up a little off, and then he smacks it.
My gut's
What do you think? You like the guard?
I like the freeze, but it is precise. You're right. So just throw the guard, Mike.
Guard safer. Steal a 1. You take your chances 2
Can I
up.
take the
Yes,
same
you can
ice
give
as
up 3, but how
I just gotta
often
make
does your
sure I
team
get
give
it
up
right.
3?
Yeah.
Is that max?
But what's the the freeze would be what, right down on top of the Yellowstone top 4?
Yeah, and I think if you you could freeze it and sit two, like with a little small tap, or you can freeze it and Brad's probably going to hit it, and then you're probably still sitting 1 or 2. But the problem is if you get it on a bad angle, Brad blasts everything out of there. It's a funny situation, Vic. Even though Team Ontario's in great shape, they wouldn't mind Brad scoring one, because then they got the all-important hammer coming home. Or are they better to get the steal of 1, which is the way it looks at this point in time, and hope Gushue doesn't get a 3 on you coming home?
No.
It's your personal preference, really.
Yeah.
I think with the guard being thrown here, Brad's going to hook around the guard and prevent McEwen from chipping out that red one. They're almost conceding a single. Well played end by Ontario.
I got line of hair tight. Okay, you're holding it.
Line's okay.
Weight's good.
Line's fine,
okay,
Langer.
It's going to overcurl slightly. Real tight.
The line's okay.
So Langer's keeping the stick on the ice.
You gotta take away that other edge. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Hard. Well, good.
Whoa.
Sit.
Real good, Mike.
Nice shot. He does that, we guard, he loses 1 on any runner.
Yeah.
Just happen. I don't think we're going to roll out in a bad spot.
Yeah. I don't know if he ever takes it on though.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay.
Are you going to go on right behind it?
Well, I think if you could put it right there for me, I'd probably kiss you on the lips, but I wouldn't.
No, I know.
I'm exaggerating.
Wouldn't be surprised now if they sweep that right to the bumper.
We haven't thrown anything on this side. Well, in a while.
I think this is going to curl, hey?
I don't think it's going to be too bad.
Okay. If I'm short like this, it's okay.
Yeah.
What a fascinating situation. They're almost hoping to give up a single, even though they're down 1.
Well, again, 5-rock rule is you so
That's
often
right.
saying, right? And last, the hammer coming home.
There's been 2 threes in this game already.
So trying to lay this
I'm worried about it just going
right up alongside the shot
I'll
rock.
give it a bit extra rotation.
Yeah.
Just covering the pin.
If you and I were throwing it identical right now, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah, I know.
Gushue in his first.
Clean. Line's good. Top 4. Line's good. There.
Yep.
Line's perfect.
Close line. Yep.
Kind of. Walker.
Whoa. Yep.
Can
Stop button,
you
we're there.
snuggle this up?
Yep.
We're there.
Can you put it right alongside?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Oh, pucker up. Ho-ho! How do you like that?
Brilliant attempt. Beautiful.
We could just guard, but. Top button, we're there. We're there. Whoa, play the way. Top button.
Yep.
Just a tad
Guard is a guaranteed
heavy.
force, right? If he's running anything, it's probably a steal because he's not running it.
I don't think he's scoring if you guard.
Yeah.
His only score is to run something into this. He'll run our guard into that, and he might get 2.
Yeah,
actually.
he could actually get 2 that way.
Yeah.
I'm worried if that 3 pops. 5 and 2.
Oh, it definitely does.
It definitely does.
So I kind of like playing on that too.
Back line on the nose.
Back line on the nose.
It's just anything high, and it's.
Yeah, but it's still like it's still.
No, but our shooter.
I know.
Our shooter would give him the double for 2
or 3.
I think we throw the high guard, man. I just don't see. Like I'm.
Gonna take timeout.
Why you mess with a good thing, I guess, would be the. question, right?
Yeah, that's just it, Vic.
I think we got to guard. Like if you're like that's. Do you know where to put the broom down? Like you got 2/3 of it.
I have an idea where to put it, but
You rack.
it's precise.
And it's Gucci gets 2 quite easily,
What happens
possibly
if I
3.
rack the guard?
That's not good.
He makes that for 2.
Yeah, that's brutal.
What's that?
Take it.
Kathy, what do you think here? I mean, they're talking. Ryan Fries
Take the time.
has just put the guard up there. We've got 1, and make him force him to take something. You touched his red, it would seem to me. My gosh, you could leave them with a chance for 2, maybe even 3.
Sometimes you look so hard and you worry so much about a team like Brad Gushue making something
Like if we hit
that you just don't play the easy shot.
It's an auto deuce.
Right.
If we hit 7/8, it's a deuce. He can't miss it if we hit 7/8.
You can just draw.
Or like if you just roll a rock, it's.
Oh, it's very precise.
Yeah.
Okay, then throw the high guard. You can't throw it in here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like,
Throw
can
the
you even get
intern.
enough angle on this to make it?
Huh?
To pop this?
I don't think our top one's going anywhere.
Well, yeah.
actually.
Like, how much is this gearing? It's probably not going anywhere.
Well, it depends what side he hits it on.
Huh?
Well, if that's
If
going.
he hits it on this side, it's not going anywhere.
No, but if
If
he
he hits it on this side, it's going, but
Yeah,
it should go farther than that.
What?
Should
like
go
it'll
farther
be,
than
he'll
that.
make
but
it for 2. Just where he's got this.
A
Richie
yellow
thought
guard like
this.
that can actually hurt Ontario's chances. If they're going to guard it, it's got to be
doesn't really
way
change
up
it,
high.
Well, if you ever just touch
Takes
the
away the
floor,
runner in there,
it takes
Franny. It
everything.
takes away
Oh,
this
like if
guy.
I ever just.
That's what you're thinking, Richie, here?
You
Yeah,
gotta make a decision and make a
that's a good
here.
shot. Right there. Is that not a good?
Yeah,
That's
I
a-
like that. I
No,
like
that's
that.
no good.
Oh, no, that's no good.
Right here, if you're a little heavy, okay?
I just don't know how laying it in there helps.
Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
play this, man?
I don't
Like,
either.
It's very, very.
A long guard's a
precise.
safe one.
I
Yeah, I
agree.
don't like it.
Let him try running it back. You just heard Brad Gushue's strength is no longer big weight. And if you have a really long guard,
Yep.
he can't throw anything less than big weight to make the shot.
Mike can't afford to be heavy here. He's going to be light. If he's light, he puts it in that spot I drew, which could be a disaster.
I don't think you need to whip it. Like if you're just
No,
trying to hit like a centimeter of it,
Yeah.
coming in on that angle, you only got to move that rock half a rock.
I think it's a normal shot.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're trying to score 2, I think.
Say, Brent.
Can you imagine giving up a 2 the way they played this end?
Equally hard, and the nose is better, but this is safer. Let's play this, Mike. So
What's the
will be
speed?
Close. Brad slid better than I thought.
So they've elected to come in and play into the pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
They over curl it in light. They're fine.
Quite a bit of room.
Heavy!
I don't think we're heavy, Joe.
Heavy! Very heavy.
We're not very heavy.
Very heavy?
We're a little bit heavy, not heavy.
No,
Gotta
it looks
curl.
good.
Okay, it's coming in now.
Gotta go.
Gotta curl.
Joey Hart.
No, line's good.
Brent Lang.
Let's drag it.
Hard.
Can you drag it to the pocket?
Go, 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 go,
Great,
go, go.
Joe. Go.
And how's that? Very nice. Trading beautiful shots.
Just
Back and
perfect.
forth. McEwen and Gushue.
Not very heavy.
beautiful shot. That had danger. If that
Let's drag it.
stops top 8, there's a potential shot for 2.
So surgery here, just trying to touch the red sideways.
I guess there might be a smidge in there, which is what he needs to get his 2. Could you imagine?
That was a hard call because they're calling it heavy too. So
I didn't think it was heavy, but yeah, they thought it was.
Oh. Good news for Gushue is I don't think he can hurt himself. I think it's a steal of 1 if he wrecks, or obviously it goes straight by.
Hit what you can see, and it's almost invisible. Right now, it's a stolen point, but if you catch enough of it, squeeze it. Sideways. Harmed it. Can you squeeze it sideways? No. And it will be a steal of one. Ontario will extend the lead to 2. Team Canada will have the last rock coming home. Saturday night at the Brier. Well, we started the evening with a battle of wild cards, and it was Brendan Bottcher, wild card number 1, with a win over Karsten Sturmay to win his first 2. And now our attention to this game featuring the defending champions, Team Canada, Brad Gouju, Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club against Ontario, Mike McEwen, Royal Canadian Curling Club. Both of them looking to win their first 2. And we go to 10 after that steal of 1. Ontario leads at 6-4. Team Canada with last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Yeah, it's a great situation. You,
Yeah.
for McEwen, you're almost trying to find a way to give Gouju one to have hammer coming home. Then they were trying to possibly go for a steal of 2, but it was too dangerous. Lots of time left. 2 corner guards. That last one curled a long way, though. There's not going to be a lot of paint behind that wide corner.
Line's okay.
A little bit.
Clean, Joe, clean. It's over curling.
Halfway.
We had to hit that early.
Well, it's, yeah.
I think that's way too high.
Yeah,
hit it early for carry. Is that what they're saying?
And keep it straighter.
Okay.
That just helps your opponent here now. That even in the rings there.
I don't know why they didn't sweep that.
Tons of opportunity now for Team Gouju.
Yep. Quiet more. Whoa.
Picked.
Whoa, curl. Okay.
Okay.
Tough luck.
I think that's the first pick we've seen.
We haven't heard anything through the first.
Walking with it like it was super. So yours did come off more than I thought. Okay.
It's been more of the ice affecting the Stones.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still making their shots, Kathy. That's the thing. As bad as the ice may look, they're still making their shots.
Well, sure, and I don't think that the ice is bad. It does definitely look frosty, but again, unless it rises above the pebble, the key is to keep your broom down all the time.
And I think the other thing is, we've heard from Greg before and others, they anticipate this. So the kind of pebble they put on, the height of that pebble, they can play with.
Hit a flat spot.
I wanted to catch it early.
Had that made also, and it took off on them.
All right, Kathy, let's update New Brunswick PEI.
Well, Jeremy Millay made a short run back on his first, and it was replaced by Tyler Smith. It is the Smith team that is lying 2, and so taking on the double for 2 to tie this game.
Yep. Lead's good.
Yes.
Millay in a second. Brier went 2-9. Is skipped back in 15. 1, 2, for 2 to tie. And then crashing on that guard. They couldn't sneak it around.
Okay. Wasn't quite the weight I was expecting.
Steal? I think the weight was good. What do we do?
Well, I think you have to guard.
Guard what?
Guard the one he was just trying to hit. Yeah. I kind of like straight guard.
This is where you're into no man's net land. You've had a pick, you've had a wreck for your opponent, and there's 3 guards out there that you'd love to peel, but you really can't. The double peel's tricky on the one side, and peeling the other one just gives them some come-around opportunities. So they're going to stay on the offense here.
There.
2/3. No.
This is really wide.
Yeah, it spun it. We're 2/3. Gotta carve it, Brian.
Brent, if you can. Yeah, knife it over. Whoa. Okay. Not bad.
I think you want to be just here, though.
Another error there. You wanted to guard this hit and roll opportunity. You can roll anywhere here with those two corners. Big shot here.
Yep. Hard.
Mark Nichols.
Hard.
Jeff Walker.
Roll it. Go. Okay.
So leaves it there on the edge of the 12 to be used.
I'm shocked at the weight they threw there, Kathy. That it was more important to get that shooter where they wanted it.
Rolled behind the guard.
Yeah.
Second board.
Okay. Find a way to score two now.
You can hear it. Big sigh of frustration.
No, it's fine.
Should be good. Heavy board. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Good fry. Good shot, Ryan.
Kept the two raises alive if they need it.
Throw Ryan.
Yeah, there's no overlap there.
Yes.
Timeout being called.
Probably a hit and roll, hey?
Yeah. Just want you to have a look and see what weight we're going to throw at it. You can't throw it too light because if you ever touch that, you're probably leaving too many around where we're never going to get this to count, right?
Take it normal.
I think you could probably throw like good board.
Okay.
I think if you're bored, it's probably okay.
You trying to make the double? No.
No. I think ideally you just want to poke it through the hole, maybe just tickle it.
I think you're hitting it. If you're making the roll, I think it's touching it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fine. You got to make the roll.
Okay.
Like that's
just with normal, it's maybe a bit of a challenge to stick around the rings.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got to get another one
The
in
other
there.
option's a draw now. Draw the out turn, draw around. You can't guard both of these.
He's got to chase. He's got to play a chase freeze.
Yeah.
You're going to have one of them on the end.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just think we're leaving two of the yellows kind of.
I'd rather either play the draw or play it a little heavier and try to hang it on. Like one of the two.
Okay.
It's not easy to roll on. Like,
I don't mind the draw.
You want to do this?
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
I like it.
Well, I think we probably want it up here.
There, yeah.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is you can draw again.
Okay.
If you
Or
miss,
open the middle up.
yeah.
Yeah. My corner stood good here.
Yeah.
You have to be careful
Top
not to
8.
try to do too much here. You don't want to throw a lot of weight and try to make this double because then you can hit it and roll that way and not end up in the paint, and that would be a disaster.
Okay.
So the best way to get behind those guards is just draw. And it's a good point by somebody, Mark, I think. If this is in the full 12-foot,
Back four.
Felt really good.
Team
Mine's a
McEwen
little
can't
tight.
guard
Okay,
both
we're
those
going in.
raises.
Hard.
Not bad, team.
Hard. Yes,
That
line.
maybe speaks just to the rust.
Hard.
They've given up more steals already
Whoa.
in their first two games than they did all
Let it
of
come down, Jeff. Let it come down.
last year's
Let it come down.
championship in Lethbridge.
Okay.
A little deeper than they had hoped, too. They wanted it up top, if I saw correctly.
Yes. Job done, though. It's underneath.
Do you chase, or what do you do?
You can't get it out. So, but if you can sit two,
I like it. Speed's changed a million times.
if you can sit two here, the line's
Yeah,
not
you're right.
quite as important here. It should bury, no question about that. Over buried by like 2 feet. So take enough ice here.
I got a 14, yeah.
Even if you're like
and with a sweep.
side of the 4-foot, wide open is no big deal.
Perfectly, we're just getting it buried and then top 8, right?
Makes it. I think we probably got to play the
Slash
angle
now.
slash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he misses the short run back.
Yeah.
So I think you're similar to your out turn draw, Mike, maybe 3 feet slower than that.
Didn't look much slower for Marks.
leading by 2. Ontario.
Good. There.
Not light.
Skip
Line's
Stones.
All there.
Mike McEwen.
Running like it's heavy.
It is.
How heavy?
Back 8.
You don't want to chip that.
No, we're not.
It's too hard.
Is it going to stop?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Probably not, no. Grab. Grab.
No, it's just.
Yeah, it's going to stop, Ryan.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. I think we have to play this.
That was an aggressive ad.
Small half, third. I think a third is too thin.
Third is probably to here, hey?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you throwing? Peel or normal?
No, solid normal.
Okay.
Well, not only does he have to get that yellow out of there, but he wants to keep this buried.
But even if he does that, doesn't Ontario have a couple of raises to use?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, they're both wide open. That's why they wanted to make sure they weren't hooked. But you'd have to
assume he's playing the angle?
You'd have to be careful too if you're McEwen. If you miss that, there's a chance for 3. If this is actually executed perfectly. Not sure how straight this is going to run.
Guju, his first.
Over.
Angle raise. Walker.
Hard. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. 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 Yes.
You got this. Angle it back. Got it. Sure does. Now where is this going to stop? Oh, and it'll spin out the back.
Off on, off on, off on, and then it just curled that 1/4 inch.
Hog line in, it just.
What?
Hog line in, just curl, man.
Oh, sorry, dude.
I know.
Okay.
Wide open now.
So a chance to end it here. Make it go away. And run the defending champions out of stones as we play here in 10. Just not sharp. That is the kind of game we would have expected from Guju.
Well, after 3 in the first, they scored 1 point.
Mike McEwen. And the building will erupt for sure. Make it go away. Lang, Hart, and here we go. McEwen, Ontario win their 2nd in a row. The defending champions are now 1-1.
Good shot. Good hang around, boys.
Just in case we hit.
All right, let's just go quickly over. Only one game remains on the ice, and that is PEI in an 8-all tie. They do have last rock against New Brunswick. Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith made a double on his first, leaving 1 stone in the house, and that was played down to by Jeremy Millay. It is the shot stone. A nose hit here will give him the win.
Both these teams looking for win number 1.
Ed hard.
Bang. Oh, dear, 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 dear.
Great, one of these.
He didn't roll it out.
He did.
They did.
He did. We're going to go one more on this Saturday night at the Brier.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
And then there was just one. One game remaining on the ice. Go to an extra. On this Saturday night, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, tied at 8. The New Brunswick champions from Curl Moncton, skipped by Scott Jones with Jeremy Millay throwing the last stone. Prince Edward Island from the Crapo Community Curling Club, skipped by Tyler Smith. Okay, you know, it's how many times we've seen it. He didn't have to pitch it that hard, Russ. Just didn't have to.
No, it was on a bit of an angle. Great effort by Jeremy to get the freeze, considering it was slowing down, hog line in. And yeah, you had to make a decision there. Throw it hard, pick it clean.
Oh, we gotta go curl.
Or try to hit it nose or a little high side with a lot softer weight. And he was a little wide on what he attempted to do here.
Get it behind. It's okay. It's all right. We can come both ways.
Yeah. No.
Pretty good shot there, and a nice little nest for New Brunswick later on.
Yep. Whoa. Ed. Okay.
Kind of like going around. You like going around at all?
Nope.
Okay.
That's the veto.
You know the weight here, Brian. You throw it twice.
Why the emphatic no, Russ?
You don't have to.
Well, obviously Scott's got his own theory here,
right
but you could,
Two.
if you're PI, change gears here now.
Let it stop on its own.
Go around it, because that little pocket, a nice little freeze by New Brunswick's going to be difficult to remove. So at some point you make a decision. Double peel would be better, and now there's an angle, so I think they take it on. But look at those yellows. A freeze on that corner. I don't know how you get it out.
Whoa. 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 Close. Yep. Whoa.
Come on. Touch it. Touch it. Good. All right. That works.
Oh, that helps a lot, actually.
So they've got 2 undercover PEI with last rock.
And not just that, you can't tap the shot rock back now.
The pocket's gone.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't draw that up, but
No.
it sure worked out well.
Yep. Back in.
Yeah. Short. What am I throwing? Back 4?
Back 8. Back 4.
Okay, man. Yeah, that's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Where?
Wait.
Okay, line's close.
Line's pretty good.
Ryan.
Not much handle. It should carve over here.
You gotta go. Hard! You gotta push it. You have to move these. Go. Just go.
Hard!
Really tight. Really tight.
Oh dear. They had to brush it to try and hold it and then actually brush it by.
It was a well thrown rock, but just not enough handle, and then nobody picked up on that, and
Way out there, but soft. Yeah.
that really hooked.
There's no way that she crossed.
Whoa. 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 No. Alex.
That's hard to do.
Make sure the yellow. It's good.
Guard.
Well, it's gonna take us 2 shots to get shot.
Do you want the timeout now?
You wanna come see?
I like timeout here.
Okay, timeout.
This is
Adam.
pretty important.
Adam.
Yeah.
just, I don't mind the guard. I think we're 2 shots away from getting shot.
I know. If we guard and they rip, then you make a play.
Well, I think you got to move this one at least once. But we're 2 shots away from getting shot. That's the thing, right? Okay. Yeah, you just play this on that one. They blast, and then hopefully looking at.
So if we guard the ripping for sure, and then you're making a play, and it's
So
all about creating enough angle that they can't get both of your
so
rocks.
right now we're letting them kind of do this and run. So why don't we dead guard the red?
They're
Guard
gonna
the red.
Sure, but they're ripping the guard.
But they're trying to rip it into
I
the
understand.
red.
Yeah.
So if we're in front of it, they can't do that.
Great. Okay. So like I don't have to be tight. Right here.
Wait, got it. Oh, next one I'm dead nosing.
Brunswick's concerned if they throw the guard, they take 2 tries to get shot rock. That's not necessarily true. You can make it off the red one, or you can tap it on the inside, roll towards the red one, and I don't know how PI gets it out of there. So the guard is the right call here.
Where? Line's good. Line's great. 2's the number.
Keep it moving.
Scott Jones in a 5th Brier appearance, but his first as skip. Previously played with Mike Kennedy, Terry Odishaw, Paul Dobson.
Okay. Nice.
I think so.
Clean.
Don't have to do this either. This guard's really not hurting them that much. Gives Jeremy a chance to get one in there.
Staying on the nose. This is irrelevant, really, unless you can tap it to here.
I don't think so.
Like you can play a heavy draw.
Yeah, I don't think.
But you gotta tap it far enough so you have room that this one can still move and we can lie too.
Okay, I don't mind that. So I think it's right there with like back 8 for me.
Okay.
Mine's gonna run a hair longer.
Yeah, right on the nose. It's still nice path here.
Yeah.
Jeremy throws a lot more rotation than Scott did on his first one.
No. No, because then he can just blast them all forward.
This is complete.
Yeah,
no man's land.
turn
It's
all
a
last
foot of
in.
snow over there. So
Looks like outside.
yeah.
I'll give you a 95. Even a 4 is probably pretty close for me. Path is still good.
Do they have to move them back now to be shot?
Not
Or are they setting
necessarily.
themselves up for their next
Not
one?
necessarily. I think it's taking the back yellow away, so there's space on his next one.
Brian. Hard, Brian.
Brian King.
Hard. Hard.
Trying to unlock it, and they do.
Man, mine take forever. But a hair heavy, that one.
Take forever because of that extra rotation?
Yeah, and yes, yeah, for sure. And then probably, in fairness, a fraction more weight than he needed.
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's if we can ever leave him something though where you can kind of jiggle 2 to here and keep the back one, it's not great, but
I think we're playing this.
yeah, we've seen it's a quarter rock, right? Onto the top.
I mean, what else like if we do this?
My only thought was if we lose everything but 1.
Now, if we do this, and he does this, right? I can do
You can come off 5. That's my only thought.
Well, that's what we're thinking. What? Even if I do this?
It's like this is so tough not to touch 2 and then fly that way, and that's.
Okay, well, even if we do this.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can smoke too as well. Get this one to here, get this one to bed.
What kind of weight? Normal? I think we want to stay here though, don't we?
I was thinking we just wanted to stay right here. I think if we're here,
Okay, I'd like to miss this one. But.
Yeah. The only thing is it's gonna. If we roll to here and he makes something, this might be tough to come back or off of 6.
But do you think moving this and moving that 5 to there makes it easier?
Yeah. If we make that, it's really good. I'm just saying if we
normal weight right here. I think we're trying to do this.
Yep.
And if we touch it, we touch it.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Interesting play. The best shot would be make the red double, but the yellow one's kind of in the way, Vic. So they're going to go change gears and get the back one. Not bad. It's you just don't want to leave another pocket here. Yeah. And you kill the one yellow, the shot rock. Your shooter probably stays right where that broom is.
It's normal.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yes, hard. Whoa, hard, hard, hard. Stay down, stay down. Oh boy.
Well. Yeah, well, pretty good, I think, because when they're this close together, when they're that tight, it's tough to make the double.
Pretty much have to try and crotch it. You're going to kick back up a bit. As long as we don't move this one.
Try to keep the 5, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it's in the 8. Is
Going.
it easier with the out? It's the same spot as my double.
Yeah, I know, but I'd like to
Want
be
get
curling
it
this way.
right simultaneously. If you get too much of this one, you go across like that and don't get the shot rock. And it's tough to get enough of the back yellow with the red in the way. So you want the middle of the curling stone basically on that center line.
The in, right? Is that the in turn or the out turn?
It'd be interesting, Kath, what happens if he hits it where the broom is with speed. It might kick that red over.
I think it will.
Right, and that's also bad because then there'll be a nose hit for the victory, albeit against 2. But this is not as easy a double as it looks.
Jeremy Mallet.
What? Whoa!
Got to be shot rock. Bang. Oh, now. I don't know. I don't think they are.
No.
Yellow? Yeah. It is. The game's over. PEI will win it. So win number 1 for the team from Krakow. Tyler Smith almost gave it away in that 10. As New Brunswick will drop their first 2. 9-8 is your final to complete the play on this Saturday night in Game 2 for teams in Pool B.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So wins by Bottcher, wins by McEwen and Ontario, and they will lead the standings. The defending champions, of course, dropped to 1-1 after their loss. There it is, Pool B. Bottcher, McEwen on through Jones at 0-2, and on the other side, Nunavut record-setting today, history-making as they pick up their first win. Keep in mind again, top 3 teams advance. You want to be number 1 out of the pool because you avoid an elimination game when the teams do go through. Now, tomorrow is the first of our 3 draw days, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 Pacific. Kevin Cooey, Alberta, against Northern Ontario and Tanner Horgan when we join you again at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Sturmay has had his problems with Bottcher. That's 3 losses now, 2 on the tour. And now here at the Brier. Till we talk with you again tomorrow, thank you for joining us. Tim Hortons Brier on Canada Sports Leader, TSN.